Oh, it's not easy. Can't even wake up in the morning sometimes. Oh, why is everything so red? Well, welcome, everyone. Anyone out there? Hello? I guess no one is here. Which is probably lucky. I was having a lot of problems. I was updating the server, and then everyone was trying to get on, and that made it really tough as far as getting everything downloaded. It was really slow because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people trying, or 7 people trying to download everything at the same time, which made it really slow. I even got ESC banned off my own server because, well, it actually didn't download the world quick enough. So after 50%, it said, nope, sorry, you are gonna get banned because you are too slow. Your network is too slow. And I'm like, it's not my side, it's the server. So anyway, got that sorted out finally. That's what happens when we have a lot of people on, and a lot of people logging on the same time when I made a map change here. So there are a bunch of people here. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. All hello. And heaven oh, hello and heaven oh. So let's see. Oh yeah, I have to do one thing. Firstly, I have to check to make sure that my generator is fueled. Very important. Secondly, I have to close this one. Thirdly, I have to come here. And yes, JC, I see JC is there at least. I'm sure there's other people there. I know May was here early on, but unfortunately she had to leave. Let me see. This one is all done. Turn on. So yes, I made a map change. There are 2 new buildings on the map. Oh, that's what happens when I drive off. So Oceanus has been busy here doing the slippery slope. Can I drive up here? Okay, I can't. He's been doing his slippery... What? Why wasn't that... What happened to his land claim blocks? Okay. Oh, it's outside of his land claim block. Oh, I can break it. No, never mind. So yes, this map that I put on today has 2 new POIs. So bonus points to anyone on the server who finds them first. And if you find them, don't go in and explore, but let the rest of us know as well, and maybe we can all team up and do it together. So what I'm going to do here is that we have a Ruin and Beastie. Ruin, at least Beastie's not on. have their base over there. I have an old mine down here. A very hidden mine that I didn't even lock my thing. How dumb am I? This has to be locked. Lock everything. That I've been using to get my iron. As you guys can see, I've dug out all this has been iron actually. So you can imagine how many thousands of irons I've gotten. I haven't even gone all the way up to the surface because, well, I don't want things to break. They wanted to expand on their base a little bit. So I'm going to take down my line claim block here so that they actually can do that. Thank you very much, Emerald Teeter, not Emerald Leader. Emerald Leader is standing by. Hope you brought your team. Thanks for following. So I'll take this one down and... Okay, so now it's not going to interfere for Ruin. And if he's not watching... I know, but I got so much gas. I got a lot of gas. Everywhere. So, see if we can have a look at... Okay, so they have... Can I jump up here? Oh, pro tip! Oh, raiders, you go here and you jump up. Okay, never mind. Okay, we're not going to fall down there. Is it supposed to be Emerald Leader or Emerald Teeter? I mean, it's good either way. Just, it means something differently. I don't even know what Teeter means. We're going to be very careful here. Because we had Junior early on. Treader. Okay, that's definitely different. Okay, it's locked. We have someone over here.
Master,
hey, thank you very much, JC. No, where's my...
Oh. You will see a vanquish event.
Hey, we have Ruin here. Hey, Ruin. How are things
Rest
going? So I've removed the land claim block. Okay, so... No. I thought he was AFK at least. No. Okay, crap. Okay, let's drink this one. And let's see him get wasted. He's not in the group though. I'm gonna have to... Okay, I'm not in the group. Oh, crap.
Master, a tipping event has occurred. If it is powerful enough, you will see a vanquish event within 100 seconds.
So I'm having a look here. Ruin, make sure you join just in case you die, so I can at least... I can see his hit points. Oh, he's got his ammo here. I can't even see his hit points. Come on, join me. Join me. He's gonna go to his horde base. Perfect. Oh, sneaky. Oh, they don't know how to do this.
Master,
okay, but I'm not going to do that. That feels like cheating. We shall do it. We shall. Oh, bang in the face. So he's got his horde base ready now, I think. Oh, look at that swing.
Master,
look at that really good swing. And another one. Oh, headshot. Hey, come on. Knock them all down. I think he hit me. You guys heard that metallic hit? That was my brain that he hit me with. Hey, and we have more people here. Nice. Whoever that is. No, come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Right, so I'm infected. Ruin? Do you have any honey? So let me go into a Discord here. I have no hidden. Let me go into a Discord here and listen to all these crazy people jabber about. See if I can open up my Discord as well.
Yeah, man.
Hello, friends.
Anybody looking for scrap chest armor in the toilet?
I'm what? Scrap chest armor in the toilet? Someone died there? Does anyone have honey?
I left you.
You left me?
Yes, I found a new family, and I think it's better if we don't talk about it.
Oh no! I've been. My housemate has moved out.
You've been dumped.
I know.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to.
That is so sad.
They've got it.
Have you gone to Beastie and team or go somewhere else?
I
He's
traded
joining
you
the
in.
professionals.
The professionals, right?
Yeah.
Oh, antibiotics. Oh, see, this is so Rune is really well prepared. He's even carrying antibiotics. Who's standing on me? Oh, Junior. So,
Okay, should we
Watch
get ready
it,
to head over?
Junior. Watch it. Watch it.
Dead.
what happened? Oh no.
I said to watch it.
Yep. Ouch. Sorry.
Oh, okay, he fell
good.
down there. Okay.
I'm
would
building you with
be-
a hammer.
Now I see
That
what you
would-
did.
You see what you did there? Very good.
Surprise, he spawned zombies on me.
By the way, you are the party leader, so.
I know.
Point people.
I've invited people and no one is accepting.
Ruin, you got your 25.
We've got
Okay, people are accepting.
Sorry, dude.
So somehow, no one
Nah,
died there.
Just go to the vendor,
Ruin,
dude.
you got the 2500. You just what?
I have to go to the vendor first. I said keep it. I'll go to the vendor after we do this.
Sounds fair.
Was that a zombie? It's a
Right
zombie
here.
stuck here somewhere.
Yeah, it's down below.
Oh, okay, that's good.
It's underneath. It's banging on his door.
It's banging on the door. Oh, it's inside. Oh, it's trying to get out.
Yeah, I'll go and let him out.
Nice.
Where's Norton?
Broom, broom.
Norton.
Yeah.
We don't have a mini bike for Norton, so you're running. Unless someone wants to pick him up in a truck. Nope. No
Yeah.
one wants to.
Fine. Where are you? Who is it? Where?
Norton is Dynamite.
running now. Yeah.
Norton, group with JNC Junior? Or is it JNCJR?
Yeah, I'm in
Junior.
the group.
No.
Yep,
Johnny
yep.
Cash.
And I think there was one. Hey, wow, this is really deep hole. Oh, crap. Okay, I was trying something out, and I guess.
Of
Yep,
course. As
okay.
soon as
Yep. Junior, where are you? Ruin, are you around?
Yeah, I'm here, dude.
Let's go hide here.
Let's go hide.
Coming up. Yeah.
Oh, they can't get up. Oh, they can get up. So I guess that's not a good place to hide.
Today?
I put in a couple of POIs here.
Master.
Oh.
A tipping event has
I put in a
occurred.
couple of POIs that.
If it is powerful enough, you will see
let's
a
see if I can
vanquished
survive
event
here
within
first. Hold
100
on.
seconds.
Right.
Rest in pieces.
Which looks less likely actually now as time goes by. Right, maybe we go over here by Ruin. Right. Okay, so Ruin is. Oh, Ruin does the sneaky thing. We're gonna have to go away from here. He does the sneaky thing of hiding inside his safe space. Oh, safe space. He's got a safe space on his base.
You ready
And
to go?
oh, so anyway, so I added. Oh crap! I'm gonna die here. I added 2 PIs. So
Master. A tipping event has occurred.
so
If it is powerful enough, you will
I
see a
suggest that you
vanquished
guys go
event
and
within
find them.
100
Oh,
seconds.
okay. That's.
Rest in pieces.
Let's do this and let's do this before I die.
Master.
Feeding
A
hot
tipping event
Vedui.
has occurred.
Yes,
If it is powerful enough, you will
I'm
see a
feeling
vanquished
somewhat
event
heated.
within 100
Let's go to the.
seconds.
Let's go to the
Rest in
snow
pieces.
biome. I'm sure it's going to be cooler there. Ah, yes. Nice and cool. Yes, yes. Maybe I should find a pond or something to jump inside. Perfect. Oh, snowing. You shouldn't be able to get set on fire if it's snowing, right? And I thought I had... what the heck? What has someone been digging here? It's like a big hole.
Master. A tipping event has occurred. If it is powerful enough, you will see a vanquished event
Oh, you can
within
close the door
100
now.
seconds. Rest
So
in
so who are
pieces.
you joining? Who are the professionals? Is it Junior? I can do
I
this.
can't close this door. It's locked.
Oh yeah, because doors are not part of the LCBs, which is so weird. It's like one of those weird things that you would have thought that
Master, a
they
tipping
would
event has
tie the
occurred.
doors to
If it is
LCB so that
powerful
if you
enough,
can
you will
access
see
the
a
base,
vanquish event
you
within
can
100 seconds.
close and open and unlock
Rest
doors.
in
But
pieces.
nope. Die. Yes. Oh, okay, don't get stuck here. A little bit of target practice. So, what I would suggest, people go and explore the map until they find the PIs. And when they find the PIs, we can go and explore them. And if you don't find the PIs, well then pretend like there is no new ones, but there are somewhere. Question is where. Because obviously I know where they are, but that's not really fun. Considering I'm the one who placed them.
Can you give a hint to what kind of PY it is?
It's big enough that you're not going to miss
A
it.
tipping event has occurred.
And it doesn't...
If it is
it,
powerful enough, you will see
and
a
it hasn't
vanquish
spawned,
event within 100
previously.
seconds.
oh, crap.
Rest in pieces.
Oh, trader. I could hide in the trader. That sounds almost legit. Thank you, JC. Thank you for heating me up. Oh, I should go back to the snow biome. What am I doing out here?
Give me a sec. Get out. Alright.
So there are actually 2 new ones. So if you find it, let us know where it is.
Master, a tipping
Yes.
event has occurred.
You get to go in
If it is
naked without a
powerful enough,
weapon.
You will see a vanquish
Yeah,
event
you
within
get to
100
live
seconds.
for another 5 minutes.
Rest in pieces.
Whoops. Can you turn snowballs into... Right, this is going to be a bit tough. Ruin, do you have any water? Help. Help, I need water. I'm out of
Yeah, you
water.
can turn
Master.
snowballs into water.
A tipping
Oh,
event
that's
has occurred.
sneaky. No.
If it is powerful enough, you will see a vanquish event within 100
I'm
seconds.
going to burn to death now.
Rest in pieces.
Good.
I'm going to so burn to death.
Let's not forget to get all the stuff from
All this water here and I can't even do anything.
Master,
Thank you,
a tipping event
JC.
has occurred. If it is powerful enough,
I
you will
forgot
see
to
a
bring my
vanquish
extra
event within
water when
100
JC
seconds.
was around,
Rest in pieces.
unfortunately.
We'll be coming round the mountain when we come.
Okay, so let me remember to get some extra water. Thank you for that, JC. I keep forgetting. I drink up all the water and then 1 extra burning and you're dead. So let's see. Extra water. Good to have. Extra water.
Where are we going to anyway? I mean,
My cheer didn't go through.
I think room space.
Because you're
Didn't go-
respawning.
Oh, because I'm respawning. Okay.
I've got that water if you want it, dude.
Yep, hold on. Let me get a bicycle. I think I have a bicycle. Can take
Killed
this
it
one.
there!
Oh man, if I can find his body, I can loot it.
You're a biker
What?
guy.
What do you mean loot my body? What are you talking about? Don't be evil. Do no evil.
Oh,
Be
you
like
just see
Google.
all that
Don't be that
purple-
evil. Oh,
All
death.
that purple for the taken.
X
I'll
51,
see
I
what it
think. 51. Yes. The clip button is missing. Are you sure? That's
Have we
really
lost
weird.
you, Lynn?
So now I'll come back and I'll have no food, no nothing, no weapons.
oh, did you know, by the way, you were mentioned in a video where you supposedly stole an idea from someone. So I came to your rescue and told them to shove off.
I found the new POI.
Oh, you did? Who are
I'm
you?
gonna post a picture in the picture channel.
Okay, let me get my stuff first. Yes, do post a picture and picture channel. Well, you can actually see the... Wow, I didn't realize that. You can actually see the... Where's my bag? That one. And that's not the new PI. That's the old PI. No, I'm saying if you're watching my screen... Oh, he's got no arm. Hey, one arm is enough to kill me, so that doesn't matter. Here.
Where's sound?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, reload.
You guys do it. I just killed a wildlife and skinned it for food.
Oh, nice. So this one, it's interesting that I like the distant PIs. I mean, from Ruined Space, you can actually see the Higachi Tower that we cleared last week. Nice. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, did you make... You did make a pit base, didn't you? Or a full base?
A pit base?
Yeah, I was watching this video of, you know, how everybody always says that they have the ultimate board base, so on. And then there was this guy who only made one video showing a full base. I do think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. And it's the one that I think he posted on Reddit, and it's actually a really nice base, but it had some flaws. I think it's the one that in the video he's at the bottom with some friends as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's actually it's a nice base, but there were a few things in there that I didn't like about it that I wanted to change or update. Specifically, that he had a problem with. Well, he didn't consider a problem, but he had at the top, the zombies were just standing around and digging because they weren't actually going into the pit. He had also. Huh? No, he said no. Some of them were, but a lot of them were not. He had also reduced the zombie count to like 4 or something per player. So obviously it was a lot less than the 20 that you would expect. Oh, sorry, he was the 4 players as you would expect, like 32 zombies, but they were not. So there were a few things in there that obviously I didn't really like about it that needed to be fixed. And some people were saying, yeah, that, oh, you know, this has been done and perfected before. And I'm like, well, you know, I made pit bases like 3 years ago. It's like, does that count?
Yeah, well, the thing was that he was also talking about another YouTuber. I'm not going to mention his name, but he's made it. But yeah, now I'm not going to mention his name because no, that's not. But he was like, he stole my idea right when I posted this video, and I was like, wait a minute, you don't have the sole ownership of a full base or a pit. Everybody can do that.
Yeah.
And your only complaint is you have 188 subscribers, and the guy you're complaining about has about 2 million. Yeah. No, 26,000. I was like, yeah, okay. So, wait a minute. So I recreated his base in my own game. Yeah, it works. It functions, but yeah, other than that.
It's fairly common, and Mutant Yoshi was just saying he made the top of the base purposely to just wander around. Doesn't like it either, and for me, I don't like it to. Because the problem is that they don't just wander around, they will be digging, and that's what he confirmed on the Reddit as well. And if they dig upstairs, then eventually they're going to do a lot of damage, and they're going to get stuck in holes and all that. And that's kind of pointless for late game base, because it's not going to last, right? But either way, people were saying that it's like, oh, you know, you copied that one, and I'm like, I've been making that. I mean, he posted that like what, 1 month ago, and I'm like, well, you know, I think my first pit base was like what, 3 years ago, something, 2.5 years ago.
No, no. Oh, wait a minute. The uploader didn't complain about you.
It was other people, right?
It was some guy who said it's either Vedui or, and he named the other player's name. And you know, I was like, and I jumped on the bandwagon. I was like, Vedui is my master and savior, and if you talk about him, I'll find you and kill you in your own kitchen.
It's one of those. Okay, well, hold on. Let me check the video images channel to see.
Oh, that's a long way down.
So that must have been a really... I can't see... So Sierra and Kelly posted something in Discord, and I can't actually see. There's an arrow, and there's an... Oh, okay. He's just trolling. I'm like, is that an arrow? Then I realized that actually it's the roof, and then it's... all right. Okay, so Sierra and Kelly wins the prize. Sierra, where are you? Where are you?
I don't want a prize. I'm okay. Thank you.
You get the prize. We're gonna send you in naked into the closest PUI.
Hey, you little Norton, unlock my bike. I don't know how you locked it when I was on it, but
It's my bike. Get off my bike.
Hey, Vedui.
Yes. Yes, Junior. Where's Junior? Oh no, you... Oh no, the robot is back! No!
Oh, this base looks nice.
So Junior,
Where's the hand?
I still can only hear about 1 out of 3 or 4 words that you're saying. So it's really funny, right? Because we have people from Asia, me obviously. We have people from Australia, with people from the US, with people from Europe. But Junior, he can hear us, but we can't hear him. It's like the Discord is trolling him, saying that no, you are not getting this. Hey, Oceanus is here. Yes, possibly Oceanus. If you find it, then let us know. I saw something green over here. So the first part of the quest today is really what's it called? What do you call that when you? I'm looking for the. Oh, Oceanus was probably flying around, right?
Oh,
That's supposed to be allowed.
No, that's all good. So there's 2 of them. So what I would suggest, because we're outgoing KB rate is maxed out. Yes. You mean on the server? Hold on. On Discord. Hold on. Give me a moment, people. Let me check. Server settings. Where do you even see that? Where do you even see the outgoing?
Look at next to your name in Discord. It shows you the connection.
Where'd the bear come from?
Is a bear?
There.
uh-oh, we got some zombies coming in.
Look.
Careful!
Oh yeah. Slide.
So I don't see anywhere which has any audio rate. I mean, I obviously I have 3 bars to the voice, so that's not an issue. So Junior, are you saying that the server itself has a setting for the Discord server has a setting for audio?
So that way I could speak.
Yeah, you can.
Because right now I got 228. I got green now. Now I'm red again. The bars, click.
No, sorry, no, mine is at 36 milliseconds, so I don't have an issue there.
I'm liking the base rune.
Yeah,
I'm getting
nice.
This was the accident. This is what I turned into.
and kilobyte.
And then it turned into.
So
Looking well.
so hold on, people. So I'm gonna try to shift. I'm gonna disconnect from the Discord a moment. I'm gonna shift the server to Singapore, see if that changes, because sometimes it is because the location of the server right now it's Hong Kong for whatever reason. So give me a bit. All right. Obviously, you people listening to me on Twitch, you'll still hear me. I'm just gonna go into the server settings, Hong Kong change, Singapore save changes. Okay.
Please.
Okay, I'm back now. I shifted it over to Singapore.
And it was in Hong Kong.
Yep.
No difference. Let's see what's going on.
Isn't all your internet's upload speed? Because your download speed is going to be how you hear us, and then your upload speed is going to be how we hear you. So if you can hear us fine, it's probably your download speed's good, but your upload speed's a little.
Oh, my latency just
I don't know how to.
750. Nice.
Can I leave my bag here, Rune? My sleeping bag?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind throwing down some.
Thank
Not
you.
dynamite, but you know.
Okay, so maybe since we're all here, maybe Rune gives us a tour of his base.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Rune?
Where's the loot?
Wait.
Can we break?
Don't be so obvious. Here's a wall safe. Who's got lockpicks? Anyone got lockpicks?
Hang on.
Oh, who's dying?
I've got a fire axe.
Ah.
Okay, so
Oh, well.
I almost died and he died.
Yeah, I can hear after the bear attack.
so it's a very effective PvP base. Oh, sorry, PvY player versus yourself.
But I'm friends with you.
PV me.
Have you managed to put your bedroll down?
Ah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Kill me. I'm allied to him. Or did you set your dart traps to just shoot at everything that moves?
Dart traps are considered neutral. I don't think they care.
But the base is open to have a look at.
So what do you think about adding a reverse cage on the bottom of
Exactly.
reversed cage? So Mutant, if you're talking about having like darts and stuff like that, yes, definitely. That's what actually I was going to do.
How'd you get your bedroll down?
Oh, I'm an ally with Rune.
So I think that dart
That
traps
was a
are
mistake.
all traps are considered neutral damage dealers, which means that they don't respect the PvP settings.
It's nice. Nice and simple.
It's not attacking me. I'm happy about that.
I turned it
And dead.
Oh, you were stacked. Oh, nice. I didn't realize you had a farm down here. Okay.
Yeah, this is how much I trust my base. I'll put all my food down. It's not finished yet, as you can tell, but
Yep.
I'll link it to the other one when it's all finished.
How is the food situation, Rune?
Yeah, good, mate. Haven't starved in probably a week.
Been starved in a week. Okay. There's still some zombies somewhere else here that is trying to.
I can't get up. Why am I over encumbered? What do I have?
Oh
So
no!
the-
Both you.
Also, the
I've
dart
got
traps are
this.
here. Are to okay in case when the zombies want to go here. Okay, but Ruin, where's Ruin? You know there are zombies inside here.
What?
Do you want to join the group again?
There's zombies inside.
Who put zombies inside my base?
They're trying to come out.
Where does that?
We snuck them in, and it's supposed to be a surprise train. You know, one of those cakes that you open it up and it's like surprise. There's a stripper. Now we just probably some
I
nurses.
hear zombies.
Can you open it up?
Yeah,
No,
the double
because
doors underneath the stairs.
connected to power. It's just.
Okay, can you power them?
Hang on.
To get in there.
You can't. It's a closed room. No one can get in or out. Apparently, the zombie's like, "Oh, wait, I'm here for your surprise," or rather,
There eventually.
Those zombies sound angry.
Anyone
No.
got a repair a nail gun on it?
A nail gun? I have
I
a
got a
hammer.
nail gun. And
That'll do. Give a hammer for me.
can you see what zombie it is? Oh, we can't. Oh, we can't see because it's still behind.
It's a nurse.
It's a nurse. She's like, "Oh, I'm here for your surprise party. Can you please open and let me out?"
I wouldn't stand there, Norton, just in case the electricity goes on.
you have a very convincing voice like that, you know that?
I used one of those voice mod changers.
Yes. I just feel for
I was
your
born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh man, I'll be back.
Like, yeah, you want to get rid of the zombies that are stuck inside your base. Okay, we're gonna have to do something about this door. If I can actually... Let's take it down. Is she still in there? Yes! Hello!
She's just showing on me stuff.
Fire! Fire!
Dynamite!
Yeah, everybody just
Fire in the hole! So Oceanus found... Oceanus, did you share the... No, you didn't. Can you share the waypoint of the building? So there are actually two, and what I would suggest, because we're too many to go into one, I would suggest we we find both, then we split into teams, and we go to each one goes to one of the POIs because it's the same one, obviously, and then we basically have a race to clear it and reach the top at night, melee only.
Back, dude.
Someone's got to take little Martin, remember. He's
I don't have a bike.
he doesn't have a ride.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So guys, so I suggest go and who's Norton?
Norton's
No,
Dynamics.
Dynamics.
Sorry.
Oh, Dynamics. Okay. So I'm like Norton. I'm like, I keep looking. I don't see. And he's like, is he hiding somewhere?
Even
You
if
see
they're-
your crew.
Hey, Danish Thinker, welcome. Thanks for hosting.
I have poopy syndrome. Anybody got that good Golden Road water?
Hey, sorry, Dynamics. What? Hey, here. Here, take this one.
Oh no!
A little bit of exercise. So Oceanus, did you share to get? No.
All right.
Okay, he did. So Oceanus shared. Let's see if I can show on map. Okay, so Oceanus found one of them. Crack and crack.
I didn't get it. What the hell?
There's one more. So spread out. Find the second one. Don't go into the Kraken book yet, though. And when you find the second one, let the team know.
You share
Everyone.
it again, Oceanus. I didn't get it.
It's 4 kilometers away.
So,
Oh wait, crack.
who else is going to be in my team then?
We can recruit people. Who wants to join our team?
So we're a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we
Yeah,
need
I
to be
can,
4 in each. So we're 4. Perfect. The rest of you losers. I mean, the rest of you people.
Okay, I'll invite Ocean then.
What are the things that we're looking for exactly? Do they
A-
look
a
like
crack-
something?
Crack a book. So Oceanus found one, and a small hint that it's not in the snow or the forest biome.
Oh, no.
So it's not in the green or the white.
It's next to our house, Lumo.
Oh, really?
Back to our house.
Why did we come up here?
I don't know.
So go look for it. Go look for things.
Ooh, it's aerocopter. Oh, it's locked. Oh, fuck.
I'll
I
just
hate
follow
the way
you
it
guys.
automatically
I can't
thinks we're
find it on the map.
Right, so while you guys are looking, I'm gonna go do some. Since I'm an auger, I'm gonna dig up some treasures. I got treasure hunting to do.
So, anybody know a good song?
Country roads.
Yeah, who can sing? Sorry, I need someone to sing, but you cannot sing so well that Twitch and YouTube decides that they're gonna ban me because it's too good. I mean, it can't sound like the original, obviously, so it has to be half bad.
I only know racist songs, so you're gonna get banned anyway.
Okay, so those are probably not the best ones.
I was raised in South Carolina.
Yeah, where do you hail, boy?
Yep, now I know how it is. I mean, I'm I'm white trash here in Asia anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it, you know, all these racists, non-Asians,
You're a guy.
and Asians. Everyone are racist, right? So it's just one of those funny things. It's like it's one of the really funny things though is that you know, if a lot of companies they are very concerned with this whole diversity thing, so they want to have all these trainings about, you know, how you should handle diversity, race, and all these things, right? And it's really funny because I'm in Asia. I'm obviously not Asian. I'm from Europe. And so what I experience in Asia is obviously, if there's any racism, it's generally the opposite of what you might see in the US or Europe. So because people are, you know, if you're not Asian, people treat you differently, right? But all the trainings given, all the videos and everything is always sort of like assuming that racist is always white people being racist against non-white people.
Oh,
So it's
hell
really
no.
so it's really funny to watch these ones, and I always go like, well, sort of like I'm the only white person in the team with a bunch of non-white people, and when I watch all this training stuff, I'm sort of the racist in this whole thing. What's going on here? It's like, why am I watching this stuff?
Put the cotton down.
I heard from a guy who lives in Japan who I follow, and he says virtually the same thing. He says he's from the United States. He's half Mexican, so he's really different from the Asians. And he says they're just being racist out on the street. They just go to him when he first got there, and they said to him, "What the hell are you doing here, foreigner? Get out of our country." Nobody, and nobody gives a crap that they say it. It's like, yep, I mean, you're a foreigner, so all the diversity and being sensitive, Asians don't give a shit.
Yep. No, so it's one of those things that it's like, to some degree, everyone is going to be racist. I mean, it's really hard to avoid, but you just have to be aware of it. But you know, it's just the way a lot of companies handle it is very non-inclusive. It's sort of the, yep. Right, I'm gonna dig for
paranoid. I mean, I work for an Israeli company.
Mm-hmm.
I will not divulge their name, but they are in the fertilizer area.
Definitely Mossad.
Well, if you ask an Israeli, they will deny the Mossad exists. But I mean, but again, they're Israeli, so they're super paranoid. But they have people from all walks of life, all countries. And a coworker of mine, he's Dutch, but he just has an Egyptian father. So his name is Muhammad. That's his surname. He went to Israel to the main plant, and at the airport it took him like 4 hours to get into the country because they were like, wait a minute, you have an Arabic name. Do you what are your intentions? And he's like, well, I'm working for the same freaking company. Yeah, well, it didn't stick with them. They just didn't let him in. He was working for the same company. No, didn't. And I'm like, that's, you know, it's fine to have some sort of security, but this is a bit over the top, where you are going to deny your own employees access to the country where the headquarters are in. What?
Like, yes, you're working for us, but we don't really trust you. We don't really don't like you.
You're working in Holland, and that's fine, but here, no.
Here you're not welcome. It's like, what?
But you're right, we're all racist, and I don't want Swedes living in my country.
No, that's what I always say. It's like, no more Swedes.
Yeah. I like what Dirty Harry says. I mean, it's
you feel lucky?
No, he's like, Dirty Harry doesn't discriminate. He just hates everybody, and then randomly starts naming all the derogatory names for Mexicans and such.
Can be equal against everyone. So, are you guys out looking for the second Cracker book?
I don't know. I'm following Kelly, and I'm burning fuel.
How big is this one? Because we've got 2 ones here. They're both like you know, there's the small one and the
It's a
not the
cracker book.
skyscraper one. Yeah, I mean
It's
the
the
cracker
skyscraper
books.
one.
What we need,
Oh, it's the
with a
skyscraper one?
gyrocopter.
Yes.
Guys, we've been going the wrong way.
I've been following
wrong.
You're going the wrong way.
I'm taking you to two, you know.
Well,
Oi.
I think to make the stream more entertaining, we should just find where it is and like do it. And we should probably all, you know, sing a song, and the first person to stop singing loses.
Do you want to have 8 people singing at the same time?
Yeah,
Hell
it's gonna
yeah,
get messy.
same song, same song.
Same
So
song.
we all know, like, happy birthday.
Well, let's all sing "Working in a Coal Mine."
Working in a coal mine.
And demonetized and banned.
Well, a lot of countries, you know, Australia has a lot of coal mines. They got a lot of burning stuff as well that is not coal mines, and they're pretty bad there.
Are you going to skin that?
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a
You might take it.
hole. Dicky dicky hole. Dicky dicky hole.
That's racist, it's dwarfs.
But yeah, that's racist towards the whole.
It's not.
It is.
Says who?
Whole. And before whole, just you know, fighting for your life. I mean, come on.
How big is a hole?
Oh, Kelly, I need to go in town here. I need to get some gas. I mean, I'm running low.
There's not a lot of cars, but I can give you.
Well, I can bring you some gas.
There's some car.
Oh, yeah.
So, how was your New Year's Eve, Vedui?
It was actually good. I managed to get the kids to bed at around 11:35 or something, 11:30. So I was watching some of the the countdown stuff and everything on Singapore TV, which was fairly interesting. But no, overall was good. And then caught him off The Witcher. Finished off The Witcher
Behind you.
series.
Huh?
Just-
Oh,
Junior has
you said
joined.
behind you, and I was like, "What zombie?" Getting ammo. And is fireworks in Singapore? Is that done? Do people buy fireworks, or is it a show that's?
It's a show. So the government has this big show that they put on every year.
All right.
Anybody mind sending me an invite?
That's you, Vedui.
I'm first. So it's interesting. I have a treasure map on my map. It doesn't exist when I'm actually here anymore, and it doesn't show up in my quests, but it's here on the map. It trolled me. It's the second one. I went to one and it trolled me. I went to the second one that was there, and the third one, nope, not here anymore.
Oh, look, another car.
Oh no,
Wait.
here. Okay, now there's something here. Okay, let's.
Stop bumping into me.
I'm just following.
You bumper.
Looks suspicious.
Yeah, just follow me. We should be going the right way.
Where are we going?
You're looking for crack a book.
Found a dot on the map.
So it's not in the forest, and it's not in the.
No, it's not in the
Where?
green or the white, so it's north of that.
Radiation zone.
Oh, it's up near.
I'm going to the desert.
No, he left it in the wasteland.
Oh.
It's yes, in the radiation zone where you die if you get in. Like at the map edge, it's like yes, that's the trick.
Sounds about right for you.
What's the crack and crack checkpointing?
That's one of
That-
them. One of them.
That's one of them. So I put in 2.
New drugstore.
A drugstore. The drugstore. It's a store and more.
Is there any logic to where we're going, Kelly, or are we just? Am I just following?
I've given up.
I'm doing missions.
You're doing missions.
Oh,
you're
anyone close?
Close to what?
Steers digging in
Let's
the
see.
coal mine.
I'm going towards a map marker.
Oh, sorry, my bike is running away. Come on, come back, come back. I put it down and it's like vanishing as I'm in the map view. Okay, hold on.
So we could go back to base. I mean,
I'm long way from base.
So up here, well, I don't see where half of you people are, so I don't know where you guys are. I see Satis
Oh, no,
is,
we're not.
he's definitely not exploring.
I'm in the burnt land at the moment.
I'm moving towards
I am here.
an area.
So yeah, no, I can't see where people are. So
So only one location has been spotted.
only one of them, yes. But we need two, so we can split.
I'm gonna
I
grab
wanna
some
take all the
fuel
fun
and
out of
head
it,
up
so.
into the desert.
And I don't want to go looking for it because I obviously know where it is. The good thing though is that because it is a skyscraper, you can actually see it from some distance away. I mean,
Wait,
it's
there's
like,
a zombie next to me.
I mean, like from Ruin's place, you can actually see the Hikachi Tower, the pharmaceuticals.
The new POI?
Yep, you can see it from his base because
Really?
it happened to be loaded.
Would you
in-
mind turning on your headlight so I can
It's
see
near
where you're
ruins
driving?
base. Huh?
Turn on your headlight because I can. I don't see where you're driving.
My headlight is on.
What we need
Oh,
is
now it is.
someone
Mine
in a
too.
gyrocopter.
Back to ruins base. Oh wait, which? Well, east.
You don't want to go to Rune Space.
Apparently we can see it from ruins base.
No, that's the last one you can see from Rune Space.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, that's the one from last week. I was saying the Hikachi Tower that we did last week, he can see. But not the Crackabug Tower, no. Unless you got really strong binoculars or something.
So it's not near ruins base. Will
No.
we be able to see it from the top of my base?
I don't know where your base is. Yes, if your base is really close to the POI. Does that help?
You've got a.
No.
You've got a bogey on your tail.
It's like a zombie to me. Ooh.
It's like a MiG 29, a MiG 32, MiG whatever MiG it is.
Why are those zombies so fat? You know, how does a zombie even get fat? They're dead.
Depends on
Well,
how you
they're
look at
bloated.
it.
No, they're bloated, so.
Yeah,
I
dead.
can't get up this.
Dead
Yeah,
is
I
just
know.
a...
Look at the turnaround.
If Vedui, is it near a city? Or a
Yes,
town?
yes, they are going to be near a town, yeah. I mean, I've tried to put them in a logical place, so towns are fairly logical. Because
But it should be near a road as well.
because they're skyscrapers. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to have them sort of off by themselves and everything. Like, oh, Crackabug Tower for all the local residents, and it's like no one within 5 miles.
I bet I know where it is. It's up in the wasteland city that's up north.
Time to go look.
That's one of the biggest cities on the map.
I'm not far from north, I don't think.
It's
Going northeast.
then Dynex. It's directly north of you.
Okay.
It's a long ways, but it's directly north.
I've been cheated by you. I don't know when. Sing it. I've made up my mind. It has come to an end.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Look at me now. La 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 la. I don't know
I wanna kill myself so bad.
Yeah, if the singing continues, then yes. I mean, not that it was bad.
Thank you. I do try, you know.
It was terrible. So Danish thinker is saying when Vedui place it in a logical place, it's not going to be a logic place. Depends on how you define logic. I'm a big fan of fuzzy logic. So when I say it's not in the snow biome or in the forest, maybe it's out in the water.
Okay, I'm at the top of the north town, I think. looking for a town.
Oh no, you're not. You
What?
gotta go
Not?
way up. Yeah,
What?
man, you gotta be in the
This
burnt
is a
forest.
town. Well, I'll search this town anyway, just in case.
It's like a scavenger hunt.
I hate scavenger hunts. They're so annoying.
Well, Oceanus found one already, right? So I mean, he gets to go in first naked without a weapon.
I'm not
think we should
sure
all go
what
in
they're
naked
doing, but
holding
they're pulling everything. It's like Warcraft. It's like an idiot running into a dungeon, pulling every mob there is.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah.
to find a guess and go real quick.
I'll give you another hint. It's not underground.
Gee, now that's a great hint.
I have a
So
refund on that
there's
hint.
only another 700,000 square kilometers to look for it. Great.
Be floating in the sky.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have the North Pole 200 blocks off. Why did they ever eliminate? That's one thing I didn't like about the update is that they usually you could build on drawbridges, so there's a gap between your base and the.
Oh, you mean the advanced rotation?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where you could make where zombies would walk underneath your base.
Yep, you can make the floating.
Same as with the hatch evader.
Yep.
So how big is this POI on the map? How big would it be?
It's probably the size of. I think it's roughly the size of the Gashi Tower, if I'm not wrong. I think all skyscrapers are fairly big.
The only two guys who are not looking are Kelly and myself. We're just driving around like idiots.
No, I'm not looking because I know where it is.
We're just driving around like fucking idiots.
Dead or alive.
Well, at this point, I'd rather be dead.
Don't say that.
You're coming with me.
Don't say that. I'm sure it'll be all good. I'm sure. Death is just temporary until you respawn. Ammo. So while everyone is out looking, Oceanus is clearing the one he found. Oh yeah, he's even over there. Oh, he's at the trader. Never mind. Never mind. I'm falsely accusing him.
Oh, no.
He's already looted the place. He's cleared it already. He's going to sell the stuff.
Exactly.
Suckers.
If landmines don't explode when I step on them, will they explode if I mini bike on them?
Try it.
They might.
Find out.
Yeah, but it's a long run back from where I got my sleeping bag at the moment.
I would.
Most likely, we will say no, it won't explode. So that definitely means if you drive.
Won't explode.
No, they won't explode. Definitely. I mean, I'm 99%
Go
sure.
for it.
Hey, what's this? This is a nice tower.
Do you feel lucky, Punk? Oh, sorry. What Dirty Harry again? Was that what you were referring to?
Yep.
That is the question. Right,
What
I'm
made
gonna.
Harry so dirty?
He doesn't shower. Did you ever see him shower in any of the movies? Did he make more than one movie?
Five.
Dirty Harry or Clint Eastwood?
Well, I don't think Dirty Harry made a lot of
Dirty
movies.
Harry movies.
He didn't specifically make a movie. He was in it.
There are 5 Dirty Harry movies, of which the last is probably my least favorite because it's made in the 80s, which is, that time that movies got weird.
All the other ones were all 70s.
Yep.
Okay.
So have you
Makes
upped the
sense.
difficulty?
No, the difficulty is still the same. But I did set even the nighttime zombies. They are all running. Sorry, jogging. They're jogging, so they're slightly.
Fucking bird.
Whoever's got a gyrocopter
Yeah,
down
tower.
there,
He's right.
Oceanus has one, right?
I've got one too.
Junior has one.
Yeah, can't find it. I'm driving around and looking.
You've got a bird on your ass. Wait.
Yes, gyrocopters are definitely much better for
Looking for
finding
shit.
these things.
Yeah.
Crack
Yeah, avoiding landmines. Yep.
And that.
So yeah, so the day is. Let's see if I can find a nighttime zombie. I think they're jogging. I don't think I set them sprinting. Normally daytime
they
zombies
sprint.
will just be walking, right?
Followed by a burning one and he's sprinting.
Oh, but that's because it's nighttime. I'm saying
Hey,
daytime
Vedui,
they will.
So, the other POI, how tall is it going to be? Is it going to be huge? Like, it's going to be, once you see it, it's wow.
You should be able to. Yeah, there should be. Wow, it's. Who died?
Maybe not. Not yet.
Oh damn!
Okay.
Dynamics. Yes. I mean, so sad. Such a sad
You're
thing.
rude.
I know. I was driving there trying to save him, but. Anyway, where's your
What's
bedroll?
Yeah, I put it down.
Oh, you did. Okay. Otherwise, I could have picked you up, but
So many birds out this way.
vultures. Apparently, vultures auto home in on vehicles. It's coded that way.
They do. They follow you.
Oh.
It would be even more funny if they were faster than the vehicles, but they're not quite faster. So they tend to fall behind.
Yeah,
No, not with the mini bike. They are faster than the mini
Yeah.
bike.
Oh, they're faster than me. Even if you sprint?
Only just.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know.
I think if you're going in a straight line, but if there's like any hills involved, then they will catch you.
There's a few following me.
You mean they're faster if they fly like the way the crow does, or what do we call it in English? Fly like an eagle? Fly like a vulture? I do miss the bees, though. But
Is
yeah.
this it here?
Oh,
I
we
don't.
found
I
it.
hated the buzzing.
Oh, you found it?
Dynamics found it
Yay!
in death. No, Curry.
Yeah, I was here.
You guys found it?
Are you going to share it with the rest of our group?
Share it with
There's
everyone.
zombies outside, then you're good.
Actually, yeah. That's
I'll be there in a little while, guys.
I'll be there in an hour.
Where is it again?
shared it there.
Hoping the zombies will go back inside before I respawn
Oh, yeah.
and die again.
Okay, so I would suggest that Team Lev takes that one because Lev is already there. And we'll take the other one.
Is Norton
Right in
near
our
us?
ocean. Ocean and,
I'm near one of the Cracker Book towers. But I'm waiting for the zombies to
Yes.
move.
You're at the one that we were supposed to... No, what? Where are you?
I guess
Oh, you mean, you haven't respawned, right? Okay, I was like, where are you? Like,
No, I haven't.
oh, your
respawned.
body is there. You're like, I'm there, and my body's there, but my mind is
I
not quite...
respawned.
Yes. So that's the one we're going to go in. But don't go in yet.
Yeah, I'll wait.
And my suggestion for this one is that we do it melee only. No ranged weapons.
Dynamite is a ranged weapon.
Hell no.
Dynamite is
how are you
considered a
going
ranged
to
weapon.
check?
I think that's fine. As long as you don't let it explode in your hand. If
the
you throw
tower.
it, it's fine.
yeah.
A shotgun is not a ranged weapon. I always wait until they're face.
To their face.
Glad I'm flying. That's a bear.
A cute little cuddly bear.
So
It's
far,
alright.
I collected
Little.
4 inches.
Emphasis on the little.
So far, I collected 4 engines.
I'm coming up towards you, Dynamics.
Yes.
So the steel tool parts, are they collectible or do you have to find them?
So if they're collectible, if you have to find them, what's the difference?
Well, collectible is you find. I mean, do you get them by demolishing stuff? Well,
Yeah.
You can scrap them and you can
If you
find
have
them,
a
but they're quite rare.
If you find a steel tool, you can scrap it to steel parts.
Yep.
Steel tool parts.
To make the steel tool that you just found.
Yeah. Well, but you need to get like 5 steel tools to make one steel tool.
Yeah, Skypunk, I kind of like the bee because simply the it's nostalgic, but I think the vulture really works better in this setting.
Get 15.
Oh, I don't have to.
Yeah. But I mean, when you scrap for one tool, you get 3 things from it. So 5 tools is 50 parts.
Oh, this is the thing. Oh, well, what the hell? I went right
So,
by it.
Satis,
Didn't
are you
even think-
joining us over here?
Yeah, I'm just finishing up this.
Okay, take your time.
I'm 1.5 clicks away.
Oh, someone joined me.
Yep.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
And he's going away.
So
No, I
Junior,
just
your
don't wanna-
voice is better now, right?
Yeah.
Is your connection? Did you do anything, or was it me changing to Singapore server?
I think it was you changing, but I also dropped the watching your stream, and at the same time, I turned my cell phone's Wi-Fi off.
Okay. So we blame your side.
All of the above.
I'm gonna blame you.
I'm used to it. That's what my wife always does. It's like, toilet is clogged. It's your fault. I'm like, I haven't used it. It's like your fault.
I would really love to meet your wife because she and I have a lot in common. For
you,
one,
you both,
we
you both
know
suffer.
you.
Both
Did
suffer.
we close your toilet too?
Yeah. For some reason, every time I
It
watch
wasn't
the
me.
stream,
It wasn't me. I
Walmart.
barely used it. I barely used it.
Is there any zombies? Oh yeah, there is zombies.
Yeah,
I chose
so
to
bird.
woke them all up.
Hey, I'm gonna put down a bedroll.
You're welcome.
Ooh, these are all feral.
Hey, Dynamix, might want to move your bedroll.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bedroll.
I'm going to put down a bedroom too.
You trust your skills as a pioneer.
I hear more
So-
zombies trying to get.
So no ranged weapons. So I would suggest put it all in your.
Well, I have Fatla.
That's unfair, because that's all I have is ranged weapons.
I'm sure you got your fist right.
I haven't invested into melee
Wait.
at all.
Does throwing a spear count as a ranged weapon?
If you throw it, yes.
Okay.
If you use it to
Alright,
stab,
no
then
ranged
no.
weapons.
You
The
gotta start
only
listing
thing
out some
that
weapons
we-
on, dude.
No ranged weapons, right?
It's okay. So Junior, a pipe bomb is okay if you let it explode in your hand.
That's very ironic.
Right, I'm running out of here. Actually, can you even have it? I don't think you can make it explode in your hand, right?
You
Yeah, you
can, I
can.
think. You can light it and then hold it.
Okay,
So,
just-
are we allowed to use junk turrets then?
So what?
Spear is a ranged weapon as
Jump
well
turret.
because it's.
Because
No
it's
junk
not a weapon
turrets.
you're holding in your.
Oh, it's a ranged weapon.
Lumo?
Oh,
No.
Lumo, come here. Okay, come to me. Lumo, don't go away.
Guys, get on your bikes. Trust me. Trust me.
Lumo, I've got good news for you.
What did you
You
do?
need to look at this.
Look at the floor over there.
That helps,
Oh,
I
you
also
can
have
see it.
these.
Jump up.
Lumo?
oh, grenades. So
Well, yeah,
Junior, so if you
Build us
you
something,
pop the pin and then you run into the middle of all the zombies and it explodes in your hand, I think that will take that as a acceptable use.
What? It's a little bit, you know, we can just save ourselves a little.
Here's a gift, Lumo. It's code for carry this.
And don't lose it, you know. We need this stuff. If anyone needs a ranged weapon, I have a dagger.
Good,
Well, a knife.
good, nice.
I have charisma. I'm gonna try and use it.
Here's Ocean. Yeah, I see him now. That's a lot.
So guys, we are here at our side. Let us know when you guys are ready at your side.
The zombies are definitely ready for us anyway.
Yeah.
So here's a question: are we seriously not doing range and no range weapon?
I think we should do melee just to make it fun.
I won't be able to do melee only. I only have a baseball bat.
Good
And
enough.
like,
That's what melee means.
Yeah.
but like, literally, I have no good armor or anything. I'm just gonna keep on dying.
No, they
Whereas
just.
yous all have,
Then you
yous all
walk
have good
behind
armor
us.
and buff.
You'll get the first armor we find.
Oh crap! Oh,
So what happens if we find a radiator? We're just gonna start poking them repeatedly?
Yes.
Let me put my irradiated mod on my baseball bat.
Oh, see, there you go.
I wonder, can I put a scope on a baseball bat?
I shall fly home really quickly to grab some shit.
Okay.
Good work.
A couple of pokey sticks would be good.
Pokey sticks.
I believe one jumped down.
Landmines would work.
Yeah, but you have to.
Listen,
stand
if we
on
were gonna be
the
placing
hole.
landmines, it's gonna be around your feet.
Right.
Well, they're not ranged,
The
right?
bathroom really quickly.
Okay. Satis is... I don't even know where Satis... Oh, Satis is driving, I think.
Far away, but I'm coming.
Well, since we have to wait for him, I might as well just go fly home, grab a bunch of spears, and make some spears, and...
Well, we are 9 people, and we have 5 in our group and 4 in the other one, so I don't mind if you start.
How do
We
you
can always-
harvest those landmines? You just hit them with
Yeah,
something?
yeah, no, you get your wrench, and then you have to sneak. You have to crouch. Otherwise, you'll set it off.
Oh. Luckily that was
Hey.
a cap.
I got a great idea. Let's just stick the mines on our fists. When we punch them, it just blows.
Oh, it's like a directed force forward, right?
I
Yes,
heard I
shaped
can give you
charge.
Record.
Okay, so Team Lev? Oh, Team Lev went to the toilet. I'm not the one who clogged it this time. It's going to be Lev, just for the record, for the stream. You know, if it's clogged, it's definitely Lev.
I'm going to blame you anyway.
Oh, you're back. I was like, never mind.
Yes, too bad. You guys are in already?
We're outside of it. Are you guys ready on your side?
Well, that's what I'm asking, if they're in.
We are waiting outside to get the go-go.
What's the go-go?
The go-go is the go-go.
Where are you guys?
Lumo?
Don't give me more shit you shouldn't have brought. Oh, this again.
Wait, he's not dead?
Yellow bag of death.
How did you get up there? Did you go in and then up, or?
Yeah, we went in and up. Well, you could
So,
just...
so Lev, how's your status on your side? Are you guys together and ready to rumble, or do you need more time?
We're already rumbling.
What?
Oh, were we not meant to rumble?
We're supposed to do this as a
We thought-
competition.
We thought everyone was rumbling. Okay, well, we've only done the first 2 floors.
First 2 floors.
We're waiting for you guys to let us know that you guys are ready, and that you guys are
We're ready.
clearing it. No, you're gonna be like, oh, you mean ready to start? I thought you meant ready done. Oh, all right, that's a bit of a
Stay
difference.
down!
Hey, that's unfair. I flew home to grab more spears.
I know.
It's
Why,
pretty allowed.
why do you want to grab more spears?
Well, move,
For in case the first one breaks.
yeah.
Oh, they break?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they break.
Let's go.
My name is Brittany.
Oh god.
Are you guys doing a melee only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're behaving.
We are adhering to your orders.
We're a
Except that you
rumbling.
started without telling us.
Pretty sure we
Oh, yeah,
mentioned
and,
it.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm sure we mentioned it at some point that we're starting it, did we?
No! Oh,
Oh my, they're doing great. Let's just keep watching them. Oh, watch your back.
Oh.
So Dynamics, you got a nice sledgehammer, so that one works. Ruin, you have what's your weapon of
Mass destruction.
an axe? Okay. Right. I got a fire sledgehammer.
I'll take some
And a
steroids.
wrench. Ruin takes up his wrench. I'm like, this is my favorite weapon. Gonna bash them in the
Well, it
face.
is level 6.
It's like quality 6, not bad. You can take down the whole place. Alright, let's wait for Junior then. I don't know where Satis. Satis, did you go back home again?
Yeah, it
Yes,
was on the
we
way.
did,
I'm going to take.
Okay.
Just had to drop off stuff.
Alright, guys, let's Ruin and Dynamics. Should we just clear a couple of these POIs while we're waiting for these slackers?
Alright.
Yes.
I might find a pokey stick.
Exactly.
I feel like such a bully, all of us beating them with sticks.
Oh, look out behind you.
Country words. Take her caterpillars.
I opened the door, and the only thing I see from my peripheral vision is a bat. And a zombie flying.
Hey, a level 5 wrench.
Oh, not bad.
Wish I had a bat.
You can't hit that with a baseball bat.
Coffee, so useful. What about using turrets? Are we allowed to use turrets?
No, I don't think so.
Those would be range. Well, unless you use it to bash him with, then that sounds acceptable. I don't know sure if that really works though, but
Because they're automated, it's not really you using the weapon, you know?
Yeah, like technically all we do is put them down, which is like it's with our hands.
so sort of like if I use a rocket launcher, technically, I mean I'm not really shooting them.
But you
it's
have
just
to press the trigger, you know?
You know, I'm
There's a
glad you see eye
slight
to eye
difference.
with this.
Up to the next floor?
Yeah, that should be here. So, oh, here, you have to jump into the elevator shaft, I think.
Hey, Dynamics, you wanted some armor?
Let's say into the elevator shaft.
Here?
There's a ladder. Shaft. Elevator shaft. That sounds.
Thank you.
I don't know.
That's much better.
I am lost.
Here's one more. On the top here.
I
On
cannot
the.
keep up.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's because I'm breaking some of these legs.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take next one. Dynamics.
Action.
2 consecutive head blows.
What?
I blew up 2 heads consecutively.
Oh, dude. you kissed your mother with that mouth?
Why is there a ladder here?
You kiss
I'm
your
in the
mom?
kitchen. I'm like Scooby-Doo. I'm in the kitchen. I found. Oh, hello. Yes.
Why?
Oh, zombies.
Why am I so thirsty all the time in this game?
Oh, I was hitting a spider, and I knocked the floor out from under him, and he fell down into the basement.
YMCA.
It's one way of getting rid of them.
I have repair kits if anybody needs repair for a weapon. Strike me down. Take your weapon. Take your weapon and
Oh,
strike
a
me.
level 5 gun.
Oh my.
Anyone want a pump shotgun schematic?
This is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting, and this
is for fun. Hoorah.
You're so getting demonetized.
I'll just blame all of you. I'm not involved. I don't know who these people are.
There's a sprint cast. Oh, yes, I found it. I can now make medkits. There's a splint thing.
Oh.
Sweet shot, sweet
You guys can
shot.
bring pickaxes?
Do you want me to pick it? Like, I'll pick the luck?
Actually, I think he's got a lot of damage on that baseball bat.
Will I be able to pick it before he's break it?
Nope.
Nah. And what's in there? A barrel extender mod. All that work.
Was this the top floor, or does it get higher?
No, I think we go down into the basement.
We should be able to get to a roof. I
Oh,
remember this.
hey, Ruin! Oh, hey, so this was the real entrance. Okay, let's. I guess it's the second level here.
There you go. We found the.
Oh, can I get some help here? I've got some baddies.
Is there a... Yeah, where's all the loot? Where's all the loot?
Oh yeah, there's another upstairs down.
Is there more upstairs?
Come on.
Is anyone upstairs?
Who wants some military leg
An
armor?
upstairs room.
Oh.
Yeah, there's still an upstairs room.
Anybody want some military leg armor?
Oh, yeah, we got a few happy zombies upstairs.
Did you just assume their emotion?
Look at them. They've never been happier.
Thank you guys.
By the way, one of these rooms, the floor collapses, so we want to be careful. Papier.
What?
I think it's this bathroom here where the floor collapses.
Where are you guys? Well, just follow the bodies. Oh, paper.
Hubcap.
This was funny. But we was looking at rolls of paper, and he was like, "Where's paper?"
Oh yeah, I couldn't find the paper at the paper mill.
Extra repair kit for me, by the way.
It's so satisfying when the kid blows up.
My
irradiated
mouse is almost gone.
Pile of irradiated.
I have an anti-rad mod on my bat, so they won't be able to heal.
But
We
go
need-
and hit him.
We should wait
You
for
are-
Les. Where's Les?
I don't know. Lev, not Les.
Oh, Les.
Same, close enough.
Highlight.
Close enough.
What's the difference, really?
There's,
Well, I'm trying to figure out where the hell you went.
Oh, we're all the way
Junior-
at the top.
Junior, are you coming back?
Yeah, give me a second.
We're on the tip.
Where the paper mill is.
we heading back downstairs. Yep. Guys.
So Rune, I think we cleared that one. Pretty much we at least got important stuff.
Oh, there you are.
Okay,
Yeah, we should
go on
have
and
everything.
let's let him solo it.
The church doesn't really have much interesting. Let's take the bigger one over here.
No, let's just hit them all.
Up behind it, Imputo.
That guy just got whacked.
This reminds me of how Mussolini ended.
One sec, should we get onto the roof?
He
By
had his
building up?
head back in.
Luma, you got some blocks we can build up with and we can just get onto the roof.
You can jump up
Oh,
here.
we can climb up, yeah, alright. Gotcha.
Parkour.
Yeah,
Parkour,
we're on the
parkour.
roof. We win.
Now there's gonna be a spitter zombie, I bet, somewhere. Up, lots of birds.
Melee the birdies.
I'm on the roof.
Hey, if you guys want to start, go for it. I'll catch up.
We're
Oh,
good.
there's
We're
one
clearing
of them naked zombies.
naked zombies. What?
Yeah, a white.
Oh,
You got a lot more birds coming in as well.
Naked zombie.
And birds.
Naked zombie's dead. Woo. Ah.
Naked zombie is not dead. Naked zombie.
Naked zombie was sleeping.
not as dead as you might have thought.
He's still
Deadish.
not
Why
dead.
does he keep getting up?
There we go.
He's not getting up after that. He got Mussolini.
Chopped it off.
Good work. How do we split up the building? I'll take this box down here. I don't really need it.
No, a snake. What?
Snake.
Slithery snake.
I've never seen a snake in a building.
Hey, and Vedui is here. Who needed a weapon? I brought some extra.
Yeah, pokey stick.
You guys can smoke. We're already
Sounds
done.
fair. Level 6 steel spear.
What is this bad?
Yeah.
The only thing is I want them back at the end.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a
Here, guys, help downstairs, help downstairs.
Don't tell us what to do. Oh god, you're so fucked.
Go ahead and run.
Oh, no.
You could have
I'm
warned
over.
us, man.
Dynamite time.
He's not yet.
Dynamite is considered range.
Run!
We just wanted to make a new exit. That's all.
Dynamite is ranged unless you let it explode in your hand, remember? That would be fun too.
Oh,
Can you show us how that works? Just
I don't have any dynamite. What a pity. Oh well.
I gave some to Norton. You can borrow his.
Here, Vedui, I will give you a stick so you can...
No, but I need to be the cameraman, right? I mean, it's
Lev,
someone
do you
has
need
to.
this?
Well,
Any of those?
let me see. It's the-
Oh, Satis is here. Junior is almost here. Okay, good. Let's go back to the.
dropping.
You guys aren't even organized to get in there.
No.
We're on the roof. We're already.
Yeah,
building
we've
a
cleared the
campfire.
building.
Did somebody say there was a basement?
Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, we started on the second floor, so maybe we should get down to the basement.
You guys cheated?
Well, it's not cheating. I feel there wasn't really any clear rules.
There's still loot in
That's
here,
how it
guys,
is.
so if you guys want to get it.
How did we get up here initially? Oh, over here.
So if we are not allowed to use guns or anything, just as well just put it in the vehicle.
Yeah, sure, that works.
Yes, that's what I'm doing as well.
Cucumber.
Wait, what?
You're what? Oh, for cucumber?
Mhm.
Cucumber. I like Junior's landing here. It's like, let me land here in the air. Nice.
Yeah, anyone have a spare repair kit with them?
Yes, I have.
Can I have one, please? Thank you.
Oh god,
Cool.
is Imputo in chat? Or I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Intupito? Okay. Do you need a
Just call him
shotgun
Sean.
schematic?
Oh no,
Just-
I'm good.
just
I
call him,
have everything. So if you guys need anything,
Oh,
just grab it.
Alright, so who needed a spear?
Would be me, sir.
It'd be the yellow guy.
So are you?
I've never played WoW actually, Skypunk. I have to admit.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to dig it out.
Right.
Oh no, we're not.
Ruin, Junior, Dynamix, Santis, ready?
Ready as will ever be.
Okay. Oh. Alright, so Junior's gonna show us. Okay, it's not gonna show us exploding the hand. Alright, let's go. Let's clear this one.
Oh, by the way, all in favor for video going first?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Favor.
sounds good. You guys,
Naked.
you guys,
Master, a tipping event has occurred.
excellent. Okay, you
It is
wait. You
powerful
guys
enough
wait out
you will
here.
see a vanquish event within
You guys wait
100
out here.
seconds.
Run!
Rest in pieces.
I'm in.
No.
Of course they spawn them in.
Holy gee.
I'm first. Good. I'm good. Let me be in first. You guys stay outside and take care of things.
Master, a tipping event has occurred.
Ooh.
If it is powerful
That's just
enough,
like
you will see a
cricket.
vanquish event within 100 seconds.
Thank you, Jason. That was
Rest in pieces.
That's
So,
not the tower.
have we
though.
technically started it yet, or not?
yes.
No.
Technically, what? Yes.
No, we're not in it.
Well, I'm
There's no
inside.
bit, but
Are
if
you
it's
sure we
an
did start
event, then that doesn't count, in my opinion.
I'm technically inside, so
That's what she said.
She did.
Wait. Hit
I'm also technically out of stamina.
Limo?
Where are you? Are we running
Back
circles?
over.
I'm at, oh, hello.
Will you throw down something for me to jump up on?
Maybe dynamite?
No thank you.
Oh. And I don't have any weapons. What's happening to all these people? Hello!
If it is powerful enough,
Friends!
you will see a vanquish event
Friends!
within 100 seconds. Rest in pieces.
Oh, I love my
It's like I'm here by myself in the POI. No one else is here. Everyone else have run off.
Well, for some reason, we got
Well, we had taken care of some of this.
I'm not sure I would call that.
Basement.
Yeah. Are you sure we got the right building, guys? There's no basement in here.
If you don't clear the basement, I don't think it'll count.
We don't see a basement. Yeah.
Stop making up your own rules. Oh, dude. Oh, like that, you scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh, radiated. I only saw. Well, at least my heart is still working. Barely.
See, that's first part of LA, isn't it?
All these... Hello, friends! What happened to all of you? Are you guys coming back?
Friends. How do you call them friends? I mean, you killed them.
Oh, screw this.
Oh shit, I'm getting stuck here too. Good thing there's another way in or out. Right.
See, this is why we're having it easy. He's getting mauled by zombies.
No.
And we just...
I'm good.
A tipping event has occurred.
I'm safe higher up on the second
If it is
floor.
powerful enough, you will see a vanquish event
Until
within
more of them
100
come.
seconds. Rest in pieces.
Ooh, there's a safe here. Anybody want to crack the safe?
Oh,
Next to the refrigerator, there's a safe.
But it's an empty wall safe already.
No.
Who's getting the order? I'm at the table.
You're the library.
Who's the cafe library?
whew. Okay.
Are these the couches that give you leather or floor?
It's like,
Hey.
I'm inside the building and I see 4 people outside running around. Thank you, JC, for chasing everyone out, especially without ranged weapons. I think that was it's nice and quiet here now. There's no zombies. They all ran after you guys.
We'll be happy to join you if there's no more surprises.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Supplies,
That
motherfucker.
that reminds me of Team US. Surprise! Come back.
Oh, who's using the stun baton? That's a nice one.
That's Junior.
Oh, nice.
Today,
Who's using this?
It is me, all. You should have took that one through. You should have took those.
there's a factory next door if these guys want to do it.
Hey, you guys should do the factory since you're there.
See you. Just impressing my bum.
Nice. Stun baton, chainsaw.
No, it's only at Home Depot. Must be some dustness around here.
Oh, what are you, Mexican?
You Home Depot.
Yo quiero Home Depot. Oh, that was fun.
You don't have as many zombies as we do. Somehow we have a lot more. We have all these radiated ones around. Not really sure why.
You forgot
Thanks,
to
JC.
pick up your sleeping bag, Brom. So don't forget to, or anybody, don't forget to replace it back at. Otherwise, it's spawn here.
Jason was saying I get all the loot to myself since I was the only one in the building.
Oh, Home
Which is
Depot.
sort of true.
Yeah, let's raid it.
This is hardly a
Store.
factory.
Right.
You know, Graham, my eyesight isn't what I used to be.
Right, guys.
Back in
Second
my
floor.
day.
How do you do that?
You go in through the elevator shaft and jump up on the ladder.
I don't know where my spear is.
Well,
Yes,
my
there.
character's. I drank moonshine.
You drank moonshine. Okay. You sing double or triple?
Louisiana Mama, Mississippi River.
That's inside. I thought there was a zombie outside, but then I heard the splashing sound of exploding heads.
The Mussolinis.
Man, I almost completely dismembered this one.
Anybody want a steel sledgehammer 4?
Who's
No, we're
AFK
good.
outside the Home Depot? They're about to die.
Oh shit.
I'll
No,
take
I'm
this.
not AFK. It was in my bike.
Big hole in floor.
A level 5 sledgehammer or...
I'll take one.
We're playing zombie ball.
Yeah, this is a nice variation.
You inside the building?
Someone is roboting again.
I've never heard
You-
Discord sound like that.
Someone is roboting
Sounded like-
again.
Sound like a robot being smothered. It's like,
Being slow. Being dipped in water. It's like.
Who wanted the sledge? Brom?
I'll take it.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Sorry, it's 4, but... Well,
Oh, you lied to me.
yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Can you ever forgive me? It'd be funny if a zombie ran out and fell down.
Lumo.
You sound like you're enjoying yourself.
Lumo.
Sit down.
Dynamax, do you need a lot of books?
Well, yeah.
Let me drop. Let me drop you some.
You do.
Santis, where do you go?
Yeah, Zoid bird.
I'm already in the next part.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't there. Oh, here. Okay, okay.
Yeah, we should go up there.
Alright, I got some tier 6 steel gloves
Nice.
and those tier 5 SMG. Any of you guys want it?
How do we go up?
I think I could
If you
use
find
some
art
gloves.
of mining level
Yeah, I could definitely use some gloves.
level 2,
Okay,
I could
which one are
really
you?
I'm
use
just
that.
behind you.
Art
Don't
of
let your
mining.
hands get cold. He's
I
coming to
think
the roof.
steel would. Thank you.
There you go.
Yep.
Welcome.
Oh, I am. Oh, there's a hole here. Right.
Lumo, would you like some level 1 iron gloves?
Food here on the table. I couldn't resist hitting the vending machine, but maybe that was dumb because I'm about to die. No. Oh,
This is going to be interesting.
Junior takes as well as it deals, or something.
Today, Junior.
Hit him right in the dick.
I'm bleeding
Oh,
out.
he did.
Ruin, where's Ruin?
Hey, no.
Yeah, I'm here.
You're almost dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking.
No,
for
I
first
do
aid
wanna-
kit.
There is one thing that I do want to try, and I do want to take a fort bite and then see if it will work with blowing up. See if that will actually work with a pipe bomb, because it does say armor rating plus 50.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
That'd be
there's
interesting
a
to try.
level 6 marksman rifle.
Oh, can I please have it?
Level 6?
Vedui, could you please mute the audio to the stream, because the following thing I'm going to say will definitely get you kicked.
You want me to mute the audio to the
sorry.
stream? Alright, temporarily muted. Unmuting again. Alright.
Too late.
We had to
Who wanted
censor
the
Lev.
No, seriously, who wanted the marksman rifle?
No one wanted
That's
it.
Luma does.
If it's a level 6, sure, why not?
Everybody knows it's level 1 shotgun is where it's at.
I don't need it, just give me the money.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants it, you can have it.
I would love it.
Magnum
Alright,
Enforcer
so-
Volume
there
1
you go.
and 3.
Shall we make this a race of who gets to the bottom first? All right, here I go.
Jump. Who was it that jumped
Alright,
off the
I'm-
roof last time? Was that Ruin?
Yeah, that was me.
I have a level 5 marksman, but I hardly ever use mine. So.
No, I got kicked.
At least it's
No,
not
Vedui,
ESC.
I'm a nice guy. If somebody wants a level 6 marksman rifle, I'm going to give it.
Oh, Ruin died.
Thank you very much.
Are you
Are we done here?
chopping down your thing? Oh,
Is there any other nice POIs around here? There's a water refinery thing. Might have a secret base and need it.
did you chop down that tree with your copter?
With a chop.
Oh, I thought these were paper rolls, but apparently they are not.
Oh, they're
No,
not?
wood. I thought the same thing. They're made of wood.
Wow.
It's
A weird rolls of paper. That's interesting. It's malt or made they're like painted. No, I got. Oh, what? Okay, you're right. All wood. Oh,
Anybody
they're
need a
cheating us.
triple storage pocket schematic.
Yep, I'll take
I
it.
have.
You have to remember how to get back upstairs.
Who's falling down?
Ooh,
No
nobody.
one is.
No, it is. Next.
Boring.
Oh, fuck.
They look like fun.
Yep.
Oh, I see a ton of birds coming in.
Still the same.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone
come
want
on
an
down.
Impact bracing mod.
I think if you get on your bike, it'll help slow them down.
Already got
Question:
it.
anybody got any water?
Yes.
Yep, that did it.
In me bag somewhere.
Yep.
Here.
Oh dang! Where'd they all come from?
Bleeding out.
Yeah, I can see a whole
Last
bunch
guy.
of
I'm going round them all up. Let's do a little circle here.
I like the buzz of this thing.
Of the water?
Hello.
Alright, you're first. You got him.
What, when?
There's a couple of radiated on the top.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
Yeah, so we're going into the waterworks, or?
Yep.
Well, this is either gonna work or it's
Ow,
not.
ow, ow,
Wish me
ow,
luck.
ow, 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 ow.
Oh. Alright. Junior's gonna Satis is gonna... Alright, so Dynamics died. One down. No, sorry.
Trying to get up.
Satis, what happened
These
to you?
zombies are hitting me and they can't even do any damage because of the Fortnites.
Well, that's not bad. Are you wearing metal armor too? Yeah, use the grenade. Yes, do it. Oh!
No damage.
You didn't accept the invite, by the way. Let me send another one.
Oh well.
Guys, you coming into the waterworks?
Sure.
Yeah.
Not bad.
This
well,
is funny.
Well, it is considered a non-range weapon if it explodes in your hand, so I think that's fair.
Where are you guys?
Just getting to the secret entrance of the waterworks.
What also helps that I used a Fortnite just before going in there, so they couldn't even do any damage.
Probably, yes.
After you, Lev, you know.
Wait, why me?
Yeah, just trust us,
Satis! How can you do that? What happened to you, Ruin? Where did you die? Are there zombies down there?
Yep, some of them jumped down.
Oh.
Don't destroy both of them. They might come in handy when we're getting chased by zombies out of here.
Zombies have pathfinding, we don't.
That's true. We barely know where to go. Alright, yeah, we probably need to go down and help you guys out. Because you guys need to go up and loot your... Loot. Okay,
Yeah,
let's...
to get back up again.
Hey, Corbulas! Thank you for joining. How are you doing, man? And hello, Tiki! Morning, evening.
Anybody got more water? Cause
Yes. Yep.
my dude is dying of thirst.
I'm here on the roof.
I'm right in front of you.
Why are these guys dead before I can even...
We're still in
There we
that
go.
bracket. We're clearing our fourth building.
Yeah, we die more.
Swinging their bats.
We are thorough. We made sure we cleared it properly, or something.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's see. Let's make sure there's nothing
we
here.
just clear it.
Ooh, here's if you guys want to wrench things. There's a lot of stuff here to wrench the electrical parts and everything.
There are dogs in here, so be careful, guys.
So is it officially we're finished?
Yep, I think we're finished. As soon as you guys get your stuff.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
Crap, my character can run.
No.
Run fast.
Hey, Vedui, where
Yep.
are you?
I'm here. One down from the
Oh,
Here we go.
one down from the roof.
Just stay along the side and you can walk along the edge.
Here, I see. Hey, Junior. Yep. Stop. Oh, you're running really fast. Wow. What are you on?
I don't know, but it's pretty good.
Hey guys,
kick him in the goddamn butt.
Dynamics.
Mega Crush and
I'm gonna go and try and wrench
Sediment.
one of these mines.
Oh, oh,
You're gonna
Dynamics,
wanna
did you get your
stay,
stuff back?
keep it- Yeah, you can get out of here. I don't think you wanna get blown up if it does blow up. Okay.
Dynamics, you got your stuff, right?
No, not yet. I can't find the way up again.
Is it right click to wrench the mine or left click?
You left click, but you have to be really close.
Practically on top of it.
oh, there we go.
Not that.
No, come stand next to me.
I see it.
By me.
where the hell do I go from here?
Oh!
So Lev,
Who knew?
Lev, you're officially not the single person who have gotten to wrench a mine of the patrons. Thank you, Brumble. You're the second person.
My bag is gone.
You see, you hit
Oh,
it once
there
and it does give you a HP bar, so I thought, maybe it is wrenchable. And then you hit it again and yeah.
So
Well,
that
it
was a
does
troll?
sort of. It depends on how you define it. It's no longer there. Does that qualify? So, if for those of you who have seen my channel before, there is a clip there of me telling or suggesting to Lev to go wrench a mine, which ironically I believe is in this building too. Wasn't
Wrench
it this
a
building
mine.
as well? I think it was actually. I think it was the Cracker book as well.
We did this one in the waterworks.
Ah, okay. Oh, this is the wrong mine. You have to go to the Cracker book mine.
Nah.
Let's see. Some stuff came up, guys, and I gotta go.
Alright. See ya. Have a good one.
Thanks for coming along.
Yep.
So, Ruin Dynamics, did you guys get all the stuff that you needed or wanted? Whoa.
I just died inside.
I got my stuff back.
Oh, here, there's a door up here.
I didn't bring a wrench.
I've got
You can always come back.
Journal Volume 1 if anyone needs.
I'm back out again.
Okay, I'm going out as well. If I can find the way out.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Not really.
I'm dead again.
Oh, I'm stuck in a very bad place here. Oh, crap. There's actually a hole here that if you fall down, there's no way out. That wasn't quite what I was expecting.
The door closed.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep. Bash it to death. Leave it. Yeah.
Pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah. It's like in the 80s or 90s, you had this show on the BBC called Game.
Game
It was
review?
this- No, they call it Games World, and it was well, it doesn't really matter. There was this one guy who just dressed up as an officer and then always said, "Get off my manor."
What does that even mean?
Get off the manor.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of slang.
Craig, where's my bag?
That is where you...
I'm inside. I said I died twice in here.
Oh.
Are you still down there? Oh, I'm up here.
Are you able to find your things?
I need to get to the right level.
Oh, this is the door outside.
So was that a yes or no?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. It was a pending, see what happens.
Pending approval.
Anybody want a military helmet?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
A manor is a big house. Yes, a manor is a big house. Yes, correct.
It's okay, I prefer my iron helmet.
This door is in the way.
What, I need to whitelist someone?
Pretty sure there's just water in there.
It's moist.
Hey, Masonics is online. Right.
You want your pokey stick back, dude?
Sorry?
Keep it.
Oh, Junior, I mean. So, Santis, do you need us to come in and save you? I mean, come in and help you?
I'm outside.
Oh,
Would you like
you
the
found...
2 brass and 2 steel for that?
Yeah, I found my stuff.
Okay.
Pardon?
Would you like the 2 steel and 2 brass that I got from that?
I think I'll survive.
Did you guys go outside again?
Yeah, I'm just trying to sneak down.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Junior, you want to accept the invite again? See if you see it.
Ah, yes.
Now you see it, maybe.
Dare you to
Well,
hit
that was
that car
fun.
with your sledgehammer, Lev.
What?
Dare you to hit the car with your sledge. Oh. What just happened?
What? What? Took down the whole thing.
Oh, JC just boosted my Discord. What does that even mean? Thank you, JC.
It means he owns half of it right now.
He owns half of it. So does that mean that he has to pay half the rent as well? I mean, see, he does.
Probably not.
He owns-
Where's my bike? Dude, where's my car?
We're not going to watch that movie at the moment.
Oh, crap.
Alrighty, I've got them bike so we can ditch him here.
Dynamix, can you get on your bike?
Yeah.
Okay, just because I locked it. The outside I couldn't see what was on it.
Oh
We
wait.
have a new player who has issues to get on. Okay, so let's go back to our bases and drop things off. It's gonna be 77.
You want your speed back, Clark?
Well, come with me.
You know what? I've got 3 others. Keep it.
You sure, dude?
Just in case we ever have to do this stuff again. At least you got a gold, you know, at least now you got a level 5 spear.
True. Alright, so we're going back to our prospective bases to drop our prep off.
Yep. We'll go off. We'll go to ruin space and drop off.
Did you just throw that at me? No, I didn't take any damage.
So, Vedui, what are we doing for the Bloodborne?
Good question, actually. Any ideas?
Not one
Yeah, let's
place.
all gather around around the pit with Vedui in, and then watch how long it takes before he gets mauled to death.
You mean I'm in the pit and you guys are outside?
Of course.
I think it'll probably be safer in the pit. if all of you guys are standing around during the Blood Moon Horde.
This isn't melee, is it?
Think of us when you flush.
I mean, there'll be eight downstairs, and then there'll be like 70 upstairs.
Flush when you flush. What is Musanix talking about?
His friend is having issue getting on the server.
No, not the car.
Yeah, Lumo, not the car.
I love that reaction. Oh, not the car.
It's Porsche.
Hey, you get off of my car here, Lev.
What, where's
Plug
your
out
name?
the battery. A level 4 battery as well. Not too bad.
Battery? That's
Craft
a
level 5.
high tech.
Run! Run!
Holy cow! That thing went flying! If God was meant to fly, he would have given him wings. Well, not in this case.
Did you take damage?
No.
Because its friendly fire is off.
That zombie just flew away.
He has some serious air.
Where's his leg gone? Did anybody find his leg?
It's like Monty Python. Dude, your arm's off. You know the base is the other way around, right?
You guys know where to drive?
Has he got some passport or what?
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I don't have that problem. I'm the only idiot around.
Come on,
Come
pop a
on.
wheelie.
I'm gonna pop you. How's that? There's that zombie again, limping.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got his leg.
Hey, I'm on a concreting job.
Ow, that actually hurt me. It was gyrocopter assist. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Also, make sure that when you get back to your bases that you put down a bedroll again so you don't
Yeah.
accidentally respawn really, really far away. That would suck more.
So now I'm on a concreting job. It's hard to find good workers.
I know, I used to have one, but he left apparently.
Oh, I'm supplying the concrete, they just have to do it.
Hey, no, driving into me. Now I have that bird on me.
I think all that free experience.
You're just too good to be true.
Can't take my eyes off you.
Now who's gonna sing the chorus in exact pitch?
We need someone to play the instrument.
Well, I do have the original song, but I don't think Twitch will like it. Has Twitch the same
demonetized
rules? Yeah, Twitch applies the same rules as YouTube when it comes to copyright.
Yeah, they do.
I need to have a chat with
Singing.
council about these roads. These roads are in terrible condition.
So Twitch, what they if they detect someone, they'll mute it, but only on the VOD. But then you do risk getting copyright striked. I mean, there are people who get their channel locked for 24 hours, 72 hours, etc.
Right.
That's only if you sing it good, isn't it?
Just, so Masonic has problems. You can.
Did he give you his Steam ID? Silly question.
He did, but I think he was saying that there's two people who have the same name as he has. And I think he's when he goes to the Steam ID finder, he's getting the other person who has the same name and not himself.
Oh, tell him that there's another way you can do it. If you just go on the Steam app, like, the computer app, and go to your profile, then right click on the side, you can view source, and you can just see your Steam ID there. That's what I do. That way you don't need to try and find who's got what.
Sorry, you go to your Steam.
I can send a screenshot to you in Discord and explain.
Yeah, you'll probably go to your Steam program on your computer. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can right click on the when you view your profile page, you can just right click on the wallpaper, and you'll get an option to view source. I'll send you a screenshot once I get away from this bird that's gonna kill me.
Ooh, level 6 battery.
I told him to wait.
There's a bird just swooped into my view. He's right behind you. No, he's not letting up.
It's like Mario Kart. I can hear you, Birdie. Oh, is he gaining on me? I don't think so.
Oh, I ran him over. No, he's still behind you, but I did hit him.
Okay.
What if the bike keeps turning randomly?
No, he left.
Are you driving or someone else driving?
He's following me.
Oh, that bird is fast now.
Are you guys playing with the birds?
Yeah, but the birds are playing with us.
Playing with the birds and bees.
I'm trying to do a pit maneuver.
The birds and the
on
bees.
bird.
Sorry, the flowers and the bees. The bees and the birds. Bees and the flowers.
It's the birds and the bees and the
We're home
flowers
already.
and the
Home sweet home. Grove Street. Used to was before I fucked everything up.
yeah, and then didn't have a chance.
So Junior, are you gonna paint your place?
Slightly is inside.
Okay. I mean outside. I just looking at the walls and everything. Was wondering if you're gonna paint them.
Well, I
Pink.
painted the inside a little bit, but I haven't really done anything.
Okay. Yep.
If you want to come in, you could figure the way in. Go for it.
I need to drop off my loot. Drop off the loot. Not that I have a lot of it, but.
Give it loot. I'm a bad boy.
Let's see.
Where's all the assets?
Oh, that's full.
Bramble, did you take the acid out?
Yeah, I moved it into a random chest.
And I placed it in a random place in a random town. Good luck.
That's one way of sorting a chest.
We now have 10.
Well, you
Right.
see, we've got 3 chests which have different words for components.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell which one you put it in.
Oh yeah.
That's me done for the night on 7 days. Thank you, everybody. It was fun.
Alright. Have a good one.
Fortnite is a
Later,
few hours
man.
away.
Yeah, I know. 2.5 hours away. I don't know. Let's see, 2.5 hours. Oh, I probably will not be doing the whole night. Because that's going to be at 4 a.m. for me. Which is going to be a little bit too late.
Come on,
Okay,
Vedui,
let's
move the time forward. Skip a day in the Come on, skip a day.
That's cheating. I don't cheat.
It's not cheating if we all vote it.
If it's all voted.
I vote against.
He Satis votes against. Yay! Satis is my hero. My hero.
Where is... where should I post these screenshots? Should I put it in the 7 Days to Die multiplayer server talk?
Do it in the general chat just so you can see it. Always delete it later on. No issue.
He doesn't have a name on here, so...
Yeah, I think it is. Let's see here. It's so small. I don't want to open up my browser. Yeah, I mean, it's some people. The problem with Steam ID Finder sometimes is that it might not find you, or it finds someone else. Neither is a good way of doing it. It's not guaranteed. Maybe that'll help. Thank you, Brumble.
You're not doing a horde now?
Now it's gonna be too late. 4 a.m. is.
Yeah, no,
fairly-
I'm just going to go back to concrete and so I can get rid of this red line.
Are you in your base, Rune? Oh, you are.
Yeah, mate.
Let me come over and have a look at your base, your underground stuff. Is your underground stuff done? The drop stuff?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a cage down here at the moment because a random zombie.
Fall in, right?
Yeah, doors are open.
Okay. Let me come by and have a look. Oh, Brumble, I thought you were gonna say hit Alt F4 to bring it up. Hit Alt F4 in game and bring
Then
it up.
go onto this website and download this program, you know.
You know, people do that stuff. That's the scary thing. To go like, oh yeah, sure. And it says that I need to disable my antivirus. Yeah, no, just go ahead. No problem.
And just send over your memorable name and account number.
I mean, it's one of those things like it's like when people on Unix, right? You do the arms /rf, and people go, yeah, sure. Let me just type it in. Make sure you're logged in as root as well when you type it. And it's like, yeah, no problem. And it's like, all right, it's deleting things. Yeah, no, it's good. And then it deletes everything, and then they look very confused, like, what's happened? It's like, oh, you just formatted your whole computer.
There used to be a video game. This was way back. That had a buggy uninstaller, and the uninstaller would just nest itself in your in the root of your C drive. So, if you uninstalled the game, the uninstaller basically uninstalled everything that was on your C drive.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's if you go to search Guru Larry and uninstallers, you'll probably see the video. It's so hilarious. It's a high game.
Alright, let me unwhitelist the random person we whitelisted. Remove. I said remove. Yes, let me get the correct one. Sorry, random person. You had your chance to join the server, but oh well. You're slow. Alright, Willfast, Mechanics, you guys are whitelisted. And I bet neither of them is watching the stream, so they wouldn't know. Alright, let me type in Discord. Anyone found a motorcycle somewhere? It's in a random chest.
Is it Finders Keepers?
If you find it in my chest... Then what are you doing in my base? Let me close everything up.
Get out of my base. I still need to clear everything out.
Did Lumo give you the code for the door? Because I can't remember. It's his birthday, but...
No, he didn't.
We'll go and type in a few random numbers and see if I can get it right.
So who put down the doors?
Lumo put down the doors in his base, and he told me the code, and I put it in like on the first day we joined.
Who's
Lumo? Lumo's Syrian.
Oh, Syrian. Okay.
Yeah.
Kieran's
3001 Kieran.
Oh, okay. Hey, did he leave? Oh, he left. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was getting up right.
Oh,
you just destroy all the doors and replace them, and then you change it to different code, and he's like, I can't open it. It's like, what's that? What?
Help me destroy this door, Lev.
Is it a vault door?
no, luckily it's like 4 hits.
Yes, I found my motorcycle finally.
Awesome. I'm going to put in a new door. I need to make a door.
So whereabouts is your base, guys?
We are in you know the town that is west from Satis's base.
West from Satis's base.
West.
Wow. Oh, you guys must be. Oh, okay. I see where Lev is. All right.
Yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are.
Okay.
This is my new home. Stay away.
That's okay. I've been there. I always have problem getting up on the roof. It's Satis's old base, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. We just took it over.
I've been there, rejected it already. It's like, who cares?
Jesus, everything's slow. I don't know where.
Ruin. How do I get down into your?
Is like a.
There's an open vault door here. That's okay.
Yep, go down there. Watch it. It's a long way down.
Do you have water at the bottom like I've taught you?
Not yet, no. I'm thinking about it.
Okay. So I like how you have everything open. So you have an open door at the top. When you come down, you have all the chests, and then you have another open door into everything. So if you get a horde comes in, everything, they all walk into your secure area of the base. That is not very secure.
Actually spawning inside the base, running through my base, up the ladder, and out that single door at the top to get me over.
Wow.
Where do you put your engines?
They're somewhere. We're not very organized. They might be in Lumo's special room because he might have moved them.
Well, you need an organizing hand then.
Just you know, hit that you know that button, the inventory sort inventory button. That one is really good.
Well, in this base, I have to press it every 4 seconds.
So all random chests with random things.
But I'll organize it any event.
You see, we've got like a misc chest, which is, I'm guessing, I don't know.
Miscellaneous.
No, I placed everything from my bike in this chest here on the wall, and I'll make some new chests and organize her. That's what I've always been doing in all these games.
Just make
yeah,
new
we
ones.
like the fun of trying to find things.
I'm getting a serious case of OCD.
What's our new password gonna be?
1, 2, 3,
Russians.
4.
Burrito.
Get out!
Get out. Get out of here.
Well, whatever it is, just PM it to me.
It just say it open here and I'll let us know. We all can join in the fun.
It should be like that you put up a shotgun turret up here, and if you enter the password wrongly 3 times, you're gonna get shot.
I wish they could do stuff like that.
up.
That would be nice if you could actually do stuff like that.
I was watching a game of Rust the other day, and there was this clan that built like a monstrosity of and they had it set up with the electricity that, so this guy was filming it, and he said, so what happens if somebody breaches this and blows up this panel? And the guy who invented it said, well, all the doors will close, about 75 of them. All the auto turrets will come online and burn you and the base.
You and the base.
But it was really nice how they built it. It was with secret, with a compartment with a false floor, and you cut into I got it. Into secret compartments with other stuff in it. Yeah, really nice. Don't like Rust, don't like the game, but it does look nice.
Yeah.
Never played. I mean, it looked nice and everything. So what's your main complaint about Rust then?
Because it's PvP only, and
okay.
if you're not part of some big clan, you're gonna get trashed all the time by 14-year-olds who want to show you the size of their micro penis, and it's just annoying.
So in other words, if you had a private server, then it would work a lot better.
Well, the problem is it's not really a great game for role playing or just base building, because it's not like a block building thing. You know, it's like you put up an entire wall section, so you don't really have a lot of custom optimization.
Okay.
So it's really about that survival and PvP side of things.
It's
right.
The building system, the blocks and stuff is like
Conan.
Ark and Conan, yeah.
Okay.
So you have the triangles and you have the square blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put walls on those.
Right. What about things like electricity and
system.
things? Is that more advanced than 7 Days to Die?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would really love that electricity system here in 7 Days to Die.
You've got remote doors now, and you can like press a code like.
I'd see you, JC. Thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining in.
The rolling doors we have now, Rust had that from the beginning. You can upgrade stuff, and you have sentry guns, and it's
a lot more advanced with those things then, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's survival only.
Right. I mean, I think that, and I think that's, I guess one of my, I'm not going to say complaints, but it's close to that of, like, you take electricity. I mean, they launched it in Alpha 16. I mean, it has essentially since then not really received any updates except for the power doors and, you know, drawbridge and everything. That's the only real change or update that it's gotten for what, 2 years, 3 years, which is which I think it's way too little for a game like that. I mean, if you're saying that, okay, fine, you know, in a half a year or something, there's no real update, then, you know, people will go like, oh, all right, that's all right. But 2-3 years after you introduce electricity, you still don't really have any significant update to the electricity. It seems like it's really just a big waste.
They need to put in a system where you can actually say that, for example, doors need to be reversed.
Yep.
So they have to be powered to be closed, for example.
Yeah. I mean, you sort of can do that already. You can invert it, but it's a bit annoying to do it.
Yeah, and you rely on batteries as well to do that.
Yeah. No, I agree. It definitely needs more logic gates and everything, so you can actually tie things up better. I mean, I think out of most of the even early access games, you know, looking at Imperium and stuff like that, they all have much better ways to handle electricity and things. They have a lot more complexity. You can do a lot more advanced circuits and everything.
I think you played the game too. It's called Mist. M-I-S-T.
Yes. Well, that one has NPCs and bandits and everything, right?
It looks very nice.
It's fun. It is.
But I always read, if I'm on Steam, I always read the negative reviews to actually see what people have, what kind of issues. But it looks like a game that I would like to.
It is a lot of fun. I've got the game. It's actually a lot of fun. The only issue that is a problem is the bandits are really powerful.
Yeah. Unless you sort of snipe them from afar and everything.
Yeah, but it kind of destroys part of the game already. Yeah. The zombies really don't show up unless there's unless it's misty. That's the only time they show up. But if it's not misty out, they won't show up.
Yep.
Yeah, what I find, it's only single player. That's something that
it's on the roadmap to make it multiplayer, but, you know, it's like one guy, and I think he might be hiring some contract developers, but it's effectively very, very small team doing it compared to something like 7 Days to Die, where there's like 20 people total. I mean, it's definitely more than one.
They still can't get it right.
And they can't do anything more than what they've already done. Wow.
Yep. Hey, Dilligaff, welcome. How are you doing?
For new alpha.
And yeah, I mean, they are. I think that always they seem to be fairly heavy on the art team. Maybe the level team, people who are doing those kind of things, as opposed to people who are doing the game mechanic stuff, because it doesn't seem to be having a lot of people working on that. I mean, I know Fatal is doing it, but, you know, it's not like they have 10 people working on game mechanic stuff. It's usually, all right, if we're going to do this, well, it's you know, then it's going to be one or two people who actually does core game mechanics, and of course it's going to be loaded with tons of other stuff as well. And then, of course, it doesn't get done.
Yeah.
Which is a big pity. I wish that.
7 Days to Die is still my favorite game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I think that a lot of people are they wish it was more, which I can understand. Because you look at the game and you go like, yeah, it's got a really good stuff, and then you look at other games, you go like, oh, if it was only having bit more like this, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, but at least they haven't given up on it, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they're still developing on it. I mean, they're still obviously making money of it, which is important, because as soon as things stop making money, then you have a problem.
Yeah, but then Rust has the you can buy skins kind of interface or like a slight DLC, which doesn't really change the gameplay, and then they still make their profit.
Yeah, but is that, do they only sell the actual game copies, or they sell anything else?
They
Any
sell the game
DLC?
copies and they sell limited edition skins in Rust. And they also sell one DLC which gives you musical instruments, which was released a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
So, it doesn't give like players an unfair advantage. It's more just like, just to help them keep going, I think.
Yeah. Do people do a lot of modded Rust?
Yeah, there's a lot of modded servers, but probably even more modded servers than there are standard.
Okay.
But I haven't played it in a long time, It's
do they run
it's a
official
rage-evoking
servers?
game. Yes, they've got, I think, like EU West and EU. They've got a few EU servers and
They got a few.
not tons, but a few. Yeah.
Right. Because that's
You know
something
what
that.
game I've been.
Hey, go ahead.
Go for it. No, you go. You got a question.
I was gonna say that's one thing that some people always go like, oh, can't the Fun Pimp run some official servers? I mean, you see that mentioned now and then, and it's just one of those things that there's a big difference between running, say, 7 Days to Die server, where you can't have 100 players on it. I mean, it's not going to work. And a non-sandbox game where you actually can have a lot more people on at the same time for the same sort of computer server performance.
Yeah.
So imagine if they were. So if they were having an official servers, you'd have okay. So we have 10,000 players concurrently. You have to have like 1,000 servers running in order to serve those people, because it wouldn't work otherwise.
Yeah, and you get about 300 people to a server. So it's,
correct. And you wouldn't have that on the 7 Days to Die. I mean, there are. No. I've seen some servers which have like max of like 50 or something of players, but I've never actually been on them, so I don't really know whether they actually work at that level.
And also, so like at Rust, also it's like a wipe every month or even like once every week. Most
oh, really?
servers.
Wow.
So it's a lot. I mean, by the end of it, most people have their base raided before the time ends, and they rage quit. So,
Yeah.
That's one way of getting rid of players.
But they come back for some reason, and
they come back.
Well, it's a part of the game, so.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Kind of a boring aspect then. That's okay.
Yeah, I think of it as more of like a first-person shooter that fights go on for like days and weeks, rather than just a survival game, I think.
Yep. I mean, every game has to have, I guess, have their niche and everything, and I guess that they've had enough people who enjoy that to make it worthwhile, and that's why they do it. But yeah, I mean, I think that I've never been a huge fan of PvP survival games, because they always seem to, unless you have a group of people, like let's say you have a clan or something, or you have a group of friends, or you have a gaming community that everyone is sort of on the same level. You're not going to have people who are total assholes and everything, and you can have a bit of an honor system for whatever you're doing. And I think it's one thing. The problem is that usually it's just randoms, and randoms obviously work really differently when it comes to having servers, because you walk around and then people keep shooting and killing you, and how fun is that? Because you just logged in or logged on.
Yeah.
And only fun you have is basically getting killed over and over and over again.
In Rust, they kill you at night when you're not there, because your body is like in game sleep. So they kill you, and then once you try to log on, you're dead and you're naked, and they're ready.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your body goes to bed when you log out, so it's still like in game and killable.
Oh, so you really have to be in your base then.
Yeah, but your base is gonna get raided.
No, yeah, okay.
Unless you spend like a good few hours on that.
So where do people log off then?
Normally in their base,
In their
but if you've
base.
got like a team of 4, you can kind of get a reasonable base together in time, which hopefully won't get raided. But you know,
Okay.
if you're just a solo player, you'll struggle, I think, quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This big base was made by a clan that consists of, I believe, 30 people, and there's always someone online. So
Okay. So
Someone
is
to keep
base
watch.
raiding a lot harder if people are defending it then?
Oh yeah.
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 It changes a lot because you can just literally bomb someone's walls, and normally
Okay.
people don't interfere if it's not their base.
So basically people only base raid people offline then?
Yeah, I'd say so, unless you're trying to get revenge on like a team and grief them.
Oh.
Because you do get told if when you log in and someone kills you, it tells you what the username of the player is that killed you.
So
you
you
can
know who's
go
done
and hunt
it.
them down afterwards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still, it sounds like a very aggressive
sounds like
type of
you would
gameplay.
do, right?
Not. I mean,
You know what
I've
game
never.
I've been playing?
Mhm.
Sorry, go. What
I was
game
gonna
I've
say-
been playing recently?
7
much-
Days to Die. Did I win?
Forest.
Oh, the forest, did you say? Or of course? 'Cause
No,
the
I
What
said
is
the
that
forest.
like? I've never actually played it.
the forest it's like a survival storyline game.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one
The
that
only
is
downfall is
completely
that the
concrete.
building. Nah, the building is crappy because
Yeah.
it doesn't flop. So you build a house and then you try to build a stairs to it, but it doesn't flop to the house. So it's
It doesn't snap to each other, right?
yeah, flop.
It doesn't flop around.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not about the building, so it doesn't. It wants
Yeah.
you to follow the storyline.
Story is actually pretty nice once you get into it.
Hmm.
No, I played it a few years ago when it was out. Obviously, before it was finished, when it was still in early access, and anyway, it was okay. It was at that point it was a little bit uneven. It's sort of before you had anything, you could get slaughtered by the cannibals. But once you had even a little bit of a base, then it's like, okay, now they didn't even do any damage to the bases. Sometimes it was really easy to survive them. Then you got the mutants, and it's like, yeah, you got a mutant. Next time you're like, okay, let's wait for the next one. It's gonna be really fun. And then you don't get any. It's like, okay, so what are we gonna do now? Because you really
Well,
have to look at the story.
That game actually does have two sides to it. So if you don't attack one of the cannibal tribes, they won't attack you back. And it's depending on which colors they are. So you've got 3 tribes there technically. You have the mutants, you have the red guys, and then you have the pale ones. The red ones are along with the there's I mistracked. There's 3 groups. There's technically 4 if you want to count the mutants as a group. But there's technically 3 main cannibal groups. The ones with red, the ones with that are starving, which they will always attack you. And then you've got the ones with, I believe it's the gray ones. They will always attack you too. The ones in the red, though, as long as you don't attack them or show signs of aggression, they won't be aggressive to you.
Ah, okay.
I know you can also paint yourself red if they do get aggressive to you, and they
get
then
really passive. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the story on that is actually really decent. It's definitely nice. Definitely a difference to it compared to like most games. The one thing that Lev is right. It does suck when it comes to building because stuff does not snap the way it should, and when it does, it kind of all over the place kind of like thing. It just goes everywhere. But there are ways that you can get around it. Like mutants can't stand the water; they can't swim. Same thing with the cannibals, so they drown all the time. And that's kind of what I've always done: is build in the water, or build in one of the
islands.
Geese Lake is one of them.
You can build rafts.
No,
as well.
the islands aren't.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can also build rafts, but building on the Geese Lake, which is one of the biggest lakes there, and it's one of the deepest. and I usually end up putting a reinforcement wall that's around it, kind of like thing.
The stone one?
The stone wall. Yep, I build a 2-layer thick, 2-high stone wall going around, and that generally keeps most of the mutants from able to attack your building pillars, so they can't damage it, and then they can't do anything. You pretty much build a sub base, a main hub base, and then sub bases off of that.
Right. Okay.
So you get like Goose Lake is your main one, and then over by the hole, past the hole in the swampland where the gators are, you'll have a sub base over there for hunting just gators and stuff like that. But you try to stay away from that area as much as possible. Unless you need food, you go over there, you get the gator skin to be able to make camouflage armor, which is you take leaves, sap, and lizard skin, which you can get from the gators, and you need the food anyway, so you could just do that. Leaving food out in the area, out in the open, will attract the cannibals, the ones that are starving, the ones that are always will attack you. So having your food in a locked up area will make it so that they don't attack you or don't try to eat your food, and if you leave it out and unprotected, they will actually go after it, and they will steal it.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you look at those kind of games, right, and you go, okay, these games, a lot of them have been out sort of a shorter time, or been developed a shorter time than... Oh, there's a vulture horde near me. Anyway, a shorter time than like 7 Days to Die, and they look at a lot of those things like you're talking about, that some of them will attack you depending on were you aggressive against them, and so on, right? And you look at it and go like, okay, so why doesn't 7 Days to Die have anything like that with any NPCs that can do anything, when you're seeing a lot of these other games which has things that you go like, well, that would be cool to have. Why don't we have bandits? Why don't we have other NPCs that can react in some way? I mean, that's sort of when I look at it. I go like, it's a shame that all these other games that are good, but maybe not as good as 7 Days to Die is overall. But they've pushed sort of this part a lot further. But I think they're coming up with a sequel, right? The Sons of the Forest, something.
Sons of the Forest. Just got.
Any idea?
Not
anyone have any idea of what they're doing with that one?
I'm not. I think it might even be a prequel, because some of the mutants there look like they're kind of less advanced as mutants are now, less evolved.
Ah, okay.
So I'm thinking that maybe it could be a prequel instead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not really too sure. It looks like it's the army. There's something getting involved.
Right. Okay.
But it should be exciting. I can't wait to play it.
Yeah, I think that they've done a good job. I mean, it was people wondering where they're going to release it and stuff like that. But I think they worked quite a lot on the story as well. And you compare it again to 7 Days to Die, which has practically no story.
I wonder if they're going to add something to 7 Days to Die.
They've said that there will be, but it's
yeah.
There's not. I mean, we're on Alpha 18, and they said that Alpha 17 was going to be the final version before going gold, right? And it's like, where's the story? It's not like, oh yeah, it's sort of fleshed out. It's just not fully there and everything. It's like there's literally nothing. I mean, it is. The only one part of the story that they added to Alpha 18. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Nope.
It's the note that you had when you started. The note from the Duke of Navisgane, which says, just a friendly reminder that you pay on time every time or there will be consequences. Next time we won't be so nice. Thanks for the gear, but you still owe us. See you soon, the Duke. Which is the note that you get when you actually start the game.
Yeah, I've heard the story upon that too, and there's some.
And that's the only thing there, right?
Yeah, but other people have tried to figure out what that would mean, and so what people have decided to come upon is, so the Duke is the king of the king here, and he owns the casino. That's why it's called the Duke Casino. The Casino Dukes, the money. He owns everything. He's also the owner of the casino. That's where apparently you used to work at or do something, and you decided to double cross him or some action of like that, and he, of course, found out, decided to boot you back out. Well, what the story is he is the one who is sending the hordes of zombies after you. He's the one who's taken specific people, mutated them, and either made genetic copies of them and keeps on making copies of them, and they come out mutated like zombies. So they're not actually a zombie virus, it's a mutation because of it. So they're attacking you, and he is the one who is controlling them, and he can send them after people to kill them. And so that's why every 7 days he builds up his army and he sends them after you. And as you get stronger, he realizes he needs to make better zombies, so he makes better zombies to go after you. That is what the story is.
Okay. Is that based on what people have been speculating or what they've seen in the game files and everything?
That's what people have been speculating in both somewhat in the game files. I remember somewhere I found something about the game files. I can't exactly remember where, but the bandits are the ones that are working against. No, they're working against you, but they are with the Casino Dukes. And what other people have been thinking about, what the Duke is also doing is, so the bandits are the sub-clans, sub-units of him, and they are the actual people. So if you double-cross him as the clan, he will send out his horde to kill the bandits, aka them, his clan leader. He's like Al Capone in a way.
Right. Okay.
In the game server.
Well,
Yeah, I think it would just be nice if the actual, can't remember who makes 7 days, but if the dev team, like, I don't know, implemented something a bit clearer into the actual game, like,
Yep, and I think that maybe it's on purpose. Maybe they have a lot of these things mapped out. They just don't want to give away the story and everything. But my fear is that they have nothing. And they basically, the reason they don't have any stories is because they haven't really fleshed anything out. That is my concern. So because there's a lot of other things that you go like, well, it shouldn't have done more here. But yeah, I do. I'm also a little bit worried about, because when the story and everything comes up on the forums and everything, they tend to more be saying that it's going to be very, there's going to be some story and everything, but it's going to be, it's going to be a sandbox game. That's really what this is, and that makes me worry that they're going to put in an extremely small, if any, story into the game, and it's basically going to be something that you look at and go like, this is boring. Yeah, there's going to be maybe the Duke there, they're going to be the bandits there, but you're not going to really care about the story because it's really crappy anyway. That's my worry.
Well, maybe they're taking their sweet time and polishing it the way that they wanted it.
Yeah. Could be. It's going to be interesting to at least see which one it could be.
You know what game I've been playing recently, if not this one, is actually Generation...
Which one?
Generation Zero.
Oh, the Swedish one.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. It is definitely a lot of fun. There are some problematics with it crashing randomly.
There's a vulture near you.
I know, it keeps flying around. It's like... Oh no! Oh yeah, here comes my friends. I was trying to get some screamers in. Yeah, some people said it was nice. Some people said it was really bad. So,
With Generation, do you build in it, or is it just like a wave kind of game where you've got waves?
It's neither. It's actually a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
But you craft AI, or you just find.
You're running around looting buildings, trying to figure out what happened, and what happened within the game itself, and why is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a lot of fun when it comes to just, if you just want to have a game where you just point, click, begin shooting, and be done and over with it. That's definitely an easy point to it. But if you're looking for a story mode game, look somewhere else. The story's not all that good, but the gameplay-wise of just running in, shooting up a bunch of robots, and having fun while enjoying it. And there's been times when I've been like, oh shit, there's a surprise waiting for me there. You don't even recognize it's happening. I actually did write a review on it once.
How's the co-op part of it? I thought it was going to be sort of a co-op type of game.
Now, the co-op itself is very unique. Now, you yourself, let's just say you're a level, I don't know, 30-something. And I just jump on the game and I start playing. But you jump onto my server, onto my game with me. It's going to be the missions that I have, not you. What's unlocked will be all of what you have will be unlocked. Because you're level 30, you're going to have a lot more seen than I have. But you could still run around, do stuff with me, stuff like that, and it's not going to be too easy, but it ain't going to be too tough either for the new guy. It's not going to be too hard for you either.
So it sort of scales to the game host kind of thing.
Yeah, to a point.
Does the higher level benefit from helping you out as well?
Well, they get XP. So the XP is not done based on level. It's not also done on based of experience points. Or experience points are gained multiple ways through either doing missions or helping people play the game, basically. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's also not just a simple game where I'm trying to do something at the same time as do this. Some of this stuff.
Multitasking, I know, the bane of talking.
That, and I also have to push and talk button, so it's kind of.
It's just triple multitasking.
Yeah, the triple multitasking is a little tough there. So the game story is not bad. The gameplay itself is actually much better. If I can honestly stream the game, I certainly would, but I don't have the stream set up anymore, and I can't remember how to do it again. So I kind of just whatever with it. So the robots themselves are different styles. You've got the Seeker, which is kind of like it finds you, it lets off a sound, and if there's any robots in the area, they all come towards you. You got your runners, aka your dogs, which generally, depending on if they're a prototype, military, Finks, or apocalypse type, they will come with different weapons. All of them have different styles. So you got that. You got the hunters, which are bipedal, and they have their head roughly in the middle, two vents. They have sometimes they'll have a gun on their right shoulder, and then their right hand is their left hand is the main gun, and then on the right side, they have a big blade that does like half your HP damage, and it can two-shot you if it gets too close. And they're pretty quick. All the robots are faster than you, except for the Seekers. They kind of just float in the sky. After that, you've got your harvesters, which think of it like a giant mosquito that can't fly and it just walks around. That's pretty much what the harvester is. It's literally got a giant needle sticking in the middle of it. It's a quadrupedal, so it's got 4 legs. And it just walks around harvesting stuff. Generally, I find those things very easy to kill in-game. All you need to do is just circle them over and over again, and they can't turn fast enough. Then you've got the big bag tanks. They're probably the hardest ammo dump to kill off. They generally will have a MG and some type of cannon on them. They're bipedal. They're huge. Trust me, you're going to hear it from a long distance away. When they walk, they make a thump. So you're going to hear it from, a long ways away. You're going to follow the sound and then find it before you even see it.
So is it a game you would recommend?
God, yeah, I do. Especially if you want to play by yourself, go for it. If you want to play with a group, go for it. It's a lot of fun. If you find someone that's a higher level and you're friends with them, you can easily just give them, like the higher level person can give them weapons, because generally they will have better weapons than you do.
Right, yeah.
And you can give it to them. And there's different levels of weapons. So you've got Dilapidated, which is the first level. You got Worn, which is the second. Third is Good. 4 is Excellent, it's excellent or near perfect condition, and then you've got special, which is level 5. Now they just introduced new style weapons, which are level 6, and they're different modifications of weapons themselves. So one of the ones you got in there, every single weapon has their own type of, they get a nickname. So you can clearly see that the Knuckle 17 is a Glock 17. It's the exact model of it. It's just named Knuckle instead.
Okay.
But there's different models of the Knuckle 17 in it. So you've got the base pistol with all its levels, and then level 6, which is an experimental version, which if shooting the weak spots, aka the components of a machine, it will randomly shut down a machine by an EMP blast.
Oh, okay.
So as you're
Extra.
shooting it, that's why I said, it's easy to use on that weapon specifically. Is easy to use on a harvester, because pretty much everywhere is a weak spot on the harvester, and especially the rear. And because of its speed, it's so slow.
Right.
And you could just walk and shoot the back of it, which has got 4 locations, and one of those locations is huge. It's half the size of the back of it.
So how's
And when
the
you
AI?
hit the AI, they're pretty good. So there is a slight stealth system to it. You do have weapon modifications where, and I do mention this, you do have suppressors and sights and scopes, and you do have sniper rifles, which is useful. So the suppressors are pretty useless unless you're unknown. And there's been multiple times when I've seen an enemy, ran up on it, and I will use an SMG or the assault rifle, and I'll hit it so many times that it doesn't have time to react and doesn't have time to alert the others, and it will blow up, and then the others will be like, whoa, what just happened? And it will come over towards the dog that just got blown up, the runner, and I will shoot them. And I will shoot them. So, and that's also based on sound. So you running or walking or crouching makes a huge difference. If it's raining out and it's dark or light out, makes a huge difference too, if they can see you or not. So if you're crouching at nighttime and you don't have anything that's like your headlight, like your flashlight's not on either, and you have a stealth weapon, like an SMG that's got a suppressor on it, or a assault rifle that's got an SMG, a suppressor on it, you could really ruin the robot's days based on they actually have to face you to alert. And there's different levels of alertness. So there's the traditional white, the orange, and then the I'm gonna kill you red type of attitudes with them. Now, depending on what type of robot it is, will depend on how it reacts. So the Seeker, if it finds you, it goes brrr, and everything comes running into the location.
That's what I'm doing right now.
It's really annoying. So if it goes burp, trust me, it's not hard to miss it. It's flying. It makes a big poop. And if it spots you, it lets off a huge siren sound, like I want to say kind of like a doomsday like sound, that siren, but not the same. For the dog, if it sees you, it depending on what type of weapon it has, it's either going to have a machine gun, a shotgun, a rocket launcher, which the rocket launcher is probably the pain in the butt one. And it will try to straight up go after you. It will try to run around and try to find a way to get to you. If you get too close to it, it will run up and actually kick you, and it will knock you off your feet.
Okay.
So the hunter, depending on what model you find, and each model has different styles of weapons that can have on it. So the prototype version is generally going to have its main SMG and its sword. That's pretty much going to be how that one works. The military version is going to have the same thing, except the military version can have either the gas canister, which is going to be like a poisonous gas, or it will have the 50 BMG on it with exploding rounds. So if it gets even near you, the damage will harm you greatly. It's a two-shot weapon. If you're below 90% HP, it's going to kill you. Then you have the Finks style of that one, which the SMG on the left arm is no longer an SMG. It's actually a fetish type of round, where it will shoot out and it will stick to you and then it beeps a few seconds and explodes. It's not that bad as long as it doesn't hit you, But if it hits you and you're on a hill, you're gonna roll down the hill, and you're gonna kill yourself by rolling down the hill. You'll ragdoll yourself down the hill.
Oh, you take damage when you fall down?
Oh yeah, it's you will, and trust me, the amount of times I've died in the game, most of it is because a hunter with the Finks fetid shotguns round will hit me, and it will blow my hit. If it hits you anywhere, generally it will ragdoll you, and I've ragdolled myself all the way down a hill and died because of it. And it sucks.
That sounds funny though. I mean, maybe not to play with, but watch it.
And the Apocalypse one on it, the Apocalypse one I hate the most. And the reason being is because their weapon on their right shoulder changes to a style of a mortar type system, which then goes up and then comes down. And it's quick. It's not slow. It's very quick, and it will do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
For the Harvester,
What is this game called?
Generation 0. For the Harvester, it's got a rocket RPG on its back, and it's got gas if you get too close. Some of them will have a kind of like a stomp mechanism. It doesn't really stomp, it just sends out a shockwave that does blow you back, and it does do a lot of damage. But other than that, it really doesn't have much. It will put its front legs in front of its face to guard itself, but that just kind of makes it easier to get behind it and shoot it in the rear some more.
Mm-hmm.
The Harvester is probably the easiest thing to take care of, other than the dog, which has got this big canister right on the top of it. It's not hard to miss as soon as you see him on the prototypes. The rest of them are all the same. Nobody felt like putting a full armor coat over the whole, the fuel box. So you pretty much get to snipe those, and there goes the runner.
So do you normally play this single player?
Yeah, I do. I don't like playing with other people because they generally run around and take out your stuff on you.
Hey, what's wrong with us? What's wrong with? Oh, I mean like us. Okay,
you guys got the game. I'll gladly play with you. You can play up to I think 4 people.
No, I'm talking about 7 Days to Die. But you're right. We are sort of annoying and run around. Some of us, at least.
So the environment is non-destructible.
Mm-hmm.
And the tanks, the final ones. Now, like I said, depending on what levels, depending on how strong they are. Oh, I almost forgot to say, the runners, they'll generally have a machine gun at the Apocalypse level, but it's a poison bullet. So when it hits you, it does extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, there was one other enemy I forgot to mention, the Tick. Now the Tick, depending on what level, also is different. So the base Tick and the military Tick, they're in the Finks Tick, they're pretty much the same, but in the Finks level, they're a suicider too. So they can actually just run up and they'll have C4 strapped to them. Trust me, they're fucking hulking little things. They're like, I want to say they're roughly about kneecap high, and they're all metal, and they make a really weird ticking sound when they walk. You'll notice.
Oh, so that's why they call Tick, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And at the Apocalypse level, they're actually got a tail on the back of them, so they look more like a scorpion, a 4-legged scorpion now.
Mm-hmm.
And if they jump, they don't shoot anything. They jump up and attack you, kind of like try to claw at you. But they'll jump up and they'll stick you and they poison you then at the Apocalypse level. So, but back to the tank. The prototype has a machine gunner, which drains HP really quickly, and a rocket. A missile launcher, and that's pretty much it for that one. The military one generally has the same thing. The Finks level, though, has a much stronger rocket launcher, so it's a single missile that comes up and blows up, and it does a lot of damage. The machine gun still stays the same. It does have a stomp mechanism, so if you get really close to it, like if you try to run underneath it, it will just do this, blast out thing, and it does ragdoll you, and you kind of have to wait to get up, and at the meantime, it could just sit there and shoot you, and you're dead, which is kind of a pain in the butt thing, too. But the Apocalypse level is where it got a lot tougher with that thing, specifically. It got a heavily armored upgrade. Its components got a lot more HP. The machine gun has been upgraded to do fire damage, so if it hits you, it will set you ablaze a little bit. And the missile launcher is no longer the same. It actually will launch out like a mortar, but then all of a sudden it will drop about 6 or 7 mines down that are balls that roll down hills. So try not to be going downhill, because if they can roll towards you and blow up on you. In the whole game itself, the best thing you could do if you see robots, jump in a building. The buildings
really?
are non-destructible. Yeah, the buildings will save you.
Do they have problems finding you in the building, or just?
No, they will run around trying to see you through one of the windows, and if they see you, they'll start shooting at you. But
Okay.
it makes it a lot easier if you're in a building, because they will drain your HP fast. So there's been plenty of times when I've been fighting just, I find a harvester with the pack, it has an escort of about 3 dogs with it. And I started taking out the dogs, and I was going after the harvester. All of a sudden, I had a pack of hunters on me, too. And then more dogs showed up. And then before I knew it, a tank was on top of me, too. And I said, screw this, I'm going to run to the house. And they'll try to fight. That's about it.
So does buildings then feel like they're OP because they can't handle them very well?
Well, yes, in a way, but no in a way, too. So the buildings, they've been set up pretty well, where there's not too many spots where you could just hide in a hole and wait for them to run in front of you. Depending on like the building height, building style, what you're facing, it all makes a difference. So if you're in a smaller building, it's gonna make it much easier for the robots to attack you. Because you're on a lower level, and if a tank walks by and hears you shooting stuff too, it's gonna be attracted by you, and it will start trying to kill you too. If you are visually able to see them, they're visually able to do damage to you.
Okay.
Kind of attitude.
Right.
I know I wrote one of the things here. But the game definitely throws you a lot of curveballs that you're not going to be able to do very much about, other than just say screw it and fight ahead.
Such as?
Well, there's a few glitches in the game, but personally I like the glitches. It was a nice introduction to what the fuck moment. So, the robots don't have thumbs, so closing a door, you can open the doors and close them. Makes it really hard for the robots to get to you. Well, I had one time when I was fighting in the buildings, the runners, the dogs, somehow got in the building. They got squished into the building. And so I went to go downstairs of the house after fighting upstairs with the 3 tanks that were running around upstairs that I could shoot, because I didn't want to get nailed by the machine gun. The dogs surprised me by saying, hi, how you doing? And I wasn't too much enjoyed by that, of the, kind of attitude towards it.
So if you close all the doors, does that mean that they can't get to you?
They can't get to you by melee damage, correct? But if they are able to see you and they have a weapon that's ranged, they will shoot you. So if the windows are broken on the first floor and you're on the first floor... Oh, and I almost forgot to say. Tanks, harvesters, and hunters, the bipedal robots with the blades, they all, on the Finks level and higher, can lay down ticks. So ticks are actually placeable.
Okay.
By the robots. And if you're on the first floor, the ticks can actually jump up through the window and attack you in the building.
Okay. They can get in that way.
The ticks are the only thing that can get in, and they're really weak. Generally, most handguns, 1 shot takes them out. 2 shots if you're unlucky. The Apocalypse level, 3 if you happen to hit the armor, but 2 if you just don't hit the armor and you just hit the tick directly. There's also multiple types of rounds within the game, so you've got your... most weapons will have 2 styles of rounds. The only weapon that doesn't is the shotgun, which has bird, buck, and slug. But most weapons will have a hollow point version, or a full metal jacket one, and then an AP version of it. Whatever one. So the basic pistol that you start with will have a hollow point, which does the hollow points. FMJ does... So the hollow point for the basic pistol does more damage to components, but less damage to armor. And if you damage components, you have a lesser chance of finding a special type of optics
Mhm.
or the
Is that
heavy comm
crafting
system.
stuff?
No, you can't craft anything.
Oh, okay.
But the heavy comm units, what that is remember about to say about before about they find you, they land.
Mhm.
You can actually set up a trap to call the robots to you. You can also pick up explosive like mines, gas canisters, propane tanks. You can pick up that stuff and place them on the map, along with large fuel tanks, medium fuel tanks, small fuel tanks, and you can place them on a map in an area, then place a comm unit in the middle, a heavy comm unit, and it'll call out. If there's a tank nearby and it hears it, it can run right into the tank, right into the mines, blow itself up, and do heavy damage to itself, which is
Right.
a lot of fun, and it saves a lot of ammo in the end.
Right.
When it's the you can find components though via that is a visual. So if you've got a scope, the weapon, you can be able to view it via. You can use infrared object penetration, or a third one, which is I forget actually. It's infrared, X-ray, and no, not X-ray is object penetrator, and what's the third one? I can't remember the third one. Regardless, each one of those differs depending on what type of scope you put it on, and it's the object penetrator is probably the best one to use on a scope or a high-powered sniper rifle, because then you could be able to see where the components are if you've got the schematic for that robot.
Mm-hmm.
So then you could be able to say, you know what, I want to target this specific area here and do damage to the robot's components, which will drain its HP quicker than just shooting its armor, which eventually will take it down, but it costs a lot of ammo to do that. It's an effective value of 3 to 1, roughly.
So how do you think, if you're looking at it from an FPS perspective, how does it stand up to, other FPS games? As far as how it feels, when you're fighting the machines. I mean, does it feel polished? Does it feel like it's, the weapon handling is good? Sort of the way you move around the map or the building, etc. Does it, and the sort of the AI handles sort of the game world? Does it feel like it's?
The AI could be worked on a little bit more. It's sometimes finicky. So sometimes the robots will see you and they'll be like, I'm going to go get you. And they'll chase down a hill. But the shortest route would be to just run down the hill, but they won't do that because it's too steep and they don't want to take damage. So they'll run around a very elongated way for no reason to come get you. And it will take them much more longer time, but it's like, whatever, I'll just shoot it. So the AI could definitely be more polished off. The weapons themselves do not feel bad. They all have got a different style sound, a different feel to it. So you've got the AK-47, of course, is in it. You've got 2 different type of assault rifles. After that, so there's a total of 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of them feels different than the other one and sounds different too. So the AK's got a lot of damage, but it's hard to keep on track.
Mm-hmm.
Has a nice sized magazine to it that you could find the mods to it to be the add-on to a bigger magazine. But there's another weapon that uses the same type of ammunition. It does slightly less damage, but it's easier to aim with.
Right.
Then there's a version of that weapon that shoots a different style bullet, and it's the only one that's in there. That's 5.56, but it's very controllable, shoots very fast, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not as good against the machines then.
It's definitely good against the machines because of its larger damage capacity as an overall per magazine.
Okay.
But
So total
stack
overall.
wise, yeah, for ammunition wise, because it's gonna have the ability to do this roughly the same amount of damage as the one prior to that was after the AK, but you're gonna have a better able of controlling it while shooting it fully automatic or semi, depending on
Right,
your
yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
And you can attach different magazines to it. Different scopes to it. There is bullet drop in it, so it's not like you're gonna shoot. It's gonna hit the target at this range, guaranteed every single time. No, the longer the range, the bullet drop will come to effect, and it takes a long time for it. Yeah.
Okay.
There's multiple weapons in it, as in when it comes to you've got the starter pistol, you got the 9mm, which is the Knuckle 17 that I said. You got the 44 Magnum in it, so that's your handguns. You've got two type of shotguns. You've got the Swedish semi-automatic shotgun, and you've got the traditional pump round. For assault rifles, you got an AK. You've got two different, so it's like a Aguirre 4 and an Aguirre 5 kind of like thing. I can't remember what the name it is. For sniper rifles, you have 3 specific ones. I can't remember. One of them's a Mauser. I can't remember the middle one. And then, or Mauser, kind of whatever the first one's called. And then you got the 50 cal at the end. And for rocket launcher, you've got 1 type, unless you get the experimental version.
Right. Okay. So you definitely. How many hours have you put into that Generation Zero?
Oi.
126.
Out.
Out? What out?
Lev? Who are you kicking out now?
I'm organizing everything here. They're putting a sham.
People being kicked out of their base is like, no, get out of here.
So I do actually have pictures while playing in game. You want me to post them just in general?
You posted in the video and images one. Easier if you're posting in multiple ones. You can have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some people playing it, and I requested a key, but I never got a key. And then some people said it was fun. Some people said it was really boring and it wasn't really fun to play. So I'm like, I don't really have time to buy extra games and try it out. It's just so many games out there. What other games? What games are you guys excited about for 2020? Is there any particular game that sort of seems to whet your appetite or your
Mech Warrior?
Mech Warrior?
Mech Warrior Vengeance, the new one, or Mercenaries was it?
I haven't played Mech Warrior games for so many years.
I played the Mech Commander games a lot. They were nice.
Can't remember which one is the last one I played.
Mech Warrior 4.
Did any of you play like the Battlefield 1 or 5 kind of games?
No, the original and
I have played most of the Battlefield games.
Again.
I like the Battlefield Vietnam for what it's worth. The only thing I liked was when you heard the thing say, "You get a medal, GI," and wow.
I played Battlefield 2, 3, and 4, but then I tried out one. I bought it at some point. Yep. I never played the Vietnam War Bad Company. Or the 2042, whatever.
Yeah, I did play those ones.
Santos is the man. He comes with books and schematics for my bookcase, for my library. Nice.
Yeah, and I learned what I could from it as well. So.
Oh, so he's like, let me read these 20 books, and here's 2 that I don't need.
I think it was only about 2 or 3 maybe I could learn, and.
I think you should have
both. It wasn't that bad.
Sorry, what?
Battlefield 5.
Yeah, I don't know, because I played 3 and 4 a lot before, especially 4, I guess. But then when Battlefield 1 came out, I just never really got into it. It just didn't quite feel right. And then Battlefield 5 seems to be better, but I don't know, maybe I just don't get along with this World War 1 and 2 settings kind of thing.
The best idea they ever had was giving their what was it, expansions for free. So you buy the game and you get all the expansions.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, that was definitely a problem with 3 and 4. Actually, 2, 3, and 4. All of them that had, you had all these different. Thank you. These different DLC maps, right? So you had all these fragmented gaming communities where you get on a server, you play 2 maps, and then you get kicked because the third map in the rotation you don't have. And it's like not the way to do it.
And what about the Star Wars Battlegrounds?
Well, I played 1 and 2, but I didn't play 1 and 2.
What?
No, as in I played the original 1 and 2. I think I think that DICE did a really. I mean, I understand why they did it, but it just, if you've been around for a while, it's really dumb because there was Battlefield 1 and Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, and then you had a Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, and it's like, what? You've already had a Battlefront 1 and 2, and you did the same thing with Battlefield, right? You end up going Battlefield 1, and then Battlefield 5. It's like, what? What are you guys doing with your naming? Like Battlefield, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. It's like you guys are all over the place. So if you
did like it, Battlefield for real was when they had it was the old one, the Battlefield 1942, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And then they added that cartoon version as well. It's called Battlefield Heroes.
Oh,
yeah, there was the
flopped,
online,
right?
the browser version. Yeah, it was.
No, it's not a
shit.
browser version. You had to log in with the browser, but you actually had to download the game itself on your computer.
Okay. Yeah, I did play that.
It's pretty fun.
It was?
But it was they stopped or discontinued the game eventually.
Maybe not making money.
Yeah. Pay to win.
Yeah, that's.
They did the same thing with the whole Command and Conquer thing. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, Tiberian Sun and such. And the last one was the micromanagement. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the last one I played that I got on disc was part 4, where you had to move around your main base. And
yeah, that's 4. That's the shitty one.
Yeah, I deleted that. God, it was it was so dumb.
What about anyone played the Division?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I played the Division, the first one. Either one. I played the Division 1 actually a lot before I got into... Tom
Hanks's Division?
Yes.
Let me see if I find it.
So the first one I played a lot. The second one I played so I streamed it a few times. I thought it was okay. Just didn't really get into it the way I did with Division 1. I mean, it was fun and everything, and it was polished. It just... I don't know. It's it sort of took the previous and improved on it, but that's sort of what it was. It didn't feel like a fully new game. It felt more of the same, which is not necessarily bad, but at the same time, you play through the story, you go through the maps and everything, and then you're like, no, let me continue with something else. Maybe not enough new stuff to really keep you occupied. Any other games for 2020 you think are going to come out that are going to be good?
I got a bunch on my list.
What's at the top of your wish list?
Wasn't Cyberpunk a game that everyone was talking about?
Yeah, I do. No clue when it's being released. Cyberpunk 2048 or something.
So the game that I've been looking forward to is Dead Stranding.
Okay.
Death Stranding.
Isn't that out?
Yep. No, it comes out this
it is for PlayStation.
Summer.
Yeah, I thought it was
summer 2020.
Yep.
The one made by who made it? I can't remember. Can't pronounce his name. It's the guy who made Metal Gear Solid.
Right. But it's out on console. Isn't that out on console already?
It is.
It is, right? Because I've seen people play it, and
yeah, but it's coming out for PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw some people streaming it, and I thought it looked boring. Maybe because I didn't quite grasp what they were doing, but it didn't really seem I know it seemed I saw some people when they were fighting. It's like, okay, this didn't seem. It didn't seem very advanced or very smooth. Maybe just me. Well, it was a while back though, but I know when they first released it, I saw some people streaming it. Just I don't know, just. Oh, I saw a guy running around with a lot of stuff, and then he was doing some weird, janky fighting with some people chasing him and everything, and it just looked bad. The way it was, the AI was handling things and the way the fighting was, it didn't feel like it was that engaging.
The combat is not that advanced in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more like it's a storyline.
Okay. For storyline perspective, maybe. Yeah, I mean, he obviously has done good games in the past. I mean, Metal Gear Solid. I only played I think was it 4? The 5th was the last one, wasn't it? Metal Gear.
Can't remember.
Because I played the one on the PS3. That's the only one I actually played. I never quite finished it. I got towards the end somewhere, but never quite finished it up.
Weren't you complaining about it being late?
Late?
Yeah, you said it's 4 here and...
It's only 3 a.m. here, you mean? You mean late as in time-wise late?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you said you were going to quit and go to bed.
All right, Vedui, I put up a picture in the channel. There's a screenshot of the 4 tanks I spotted on the island, and those are all the Apocalypse versions. Size-wise, you don't even match up to its toe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll have a look. No, I'm not gonna not yet live. I mean, I will probably another half hour or so. Not up to the Horde Night, because that's gonna be. We'll see. That's 2 hours, so no, I'm not gonna last that long.
Hey, how could anyone want to talk me through on how to actually stream it? I'll stream the game. I don't mind.
Do you have? Oh, actually, you can actually stream it through Discord.
Yeah,
that's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna try to do that.
I have no idea how people stream in Discord. I know people have done it though.
Yeah, there's an option underneath.
So have you streamed through Discord before?
Yeah,
anyone?
Really easy.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's only people that's in the Discord that can see the stream.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in the voice as well.
Yeah, it's like a friend stream kind of thing.
Yep.
Sort of like your.
Now the game does have a problem where it will crash randomly. That's the only major issue with it.
That's an issue, yes. How about save points? I mean, does it save continually? Are there save points, or is it checkpoints?
So it saves your inventory, but when it comes to let me try. So when it comes to saving wise the game, you have to go to a safe house. That's
oh, okay. So it's safe house saving kind of thing. Okay. So what if you leave the safe house and you die, and you
well, you've got 2 different things. If you've got a adrenaline shot, you could use that, or you could spawn at your house. If you use the adrenaline shot, you only get 20 HP back. If you spawn at the house, you go wherever the safe house was, so that's gonna be a long time away. Or it could be, there you go, I'm streaming now. I'm on the main page. Or you could spawn at the house, which will give you full HP.
Can you just quit out of the game and sort of come back and have all your stuff? Is that ever an issue?
So it runs on the same map. I've never had all that. I've never had that issue where if you die, you keep all your crap. It doesn't drop all your crap, and that's it. So you get to keep it all. These are the characters I've got.
Okay.
And these characters are the same throughout all the map. So once you start a game, you can create 4 different characters, and for those 4 different characters, that's what you got for that map. If you want to restart the map, you got to delete all your characters that you've created for that.
Wow. Okay. So
this
are
is
there
my main
different
character.
profession stuff? I mean, are there skill trees and profession stuff like that, or?
So here's your skills. You've got your combat, support, survival, and tech. Each different one supports different ways. So if you want to go for the carrying capacity, so all my characters will have to have full inventory, so you're not available to get full inventory. I always go for full carrying capacity. I also try to stay a little bit, quiet and slightly with movement, so I don't want to, make too much sound. But I've kind of gone up to the hacker skill on this one, so I can use this to remote hack a enemy, and it will sometimes attack the other one. It's based on a percentage amount per what the robot's level is. So if it's a Finks, it's going to be a lot harder to hack a Finks compared to a prototype version.
Okay. So you have different skills and everything that you sort of have to balance.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's so you've got one where it's like throw accuracy and throw distance, flanking. So here's one that's a healer. That one helps with healing other people. You can revive them with med packs, and you're able to heal them. Destroying marked enemies grants more XP. So one of your guys can mark them, or you mark it, then you shoot it. You can gain XP from doing that, even higher. So here's designated target, which makes bonus damage to the designated target. Health amount, you can heal higher amounts to yourself. Reveal speed, so you can revive your teammate faster. And each one of these down here, so you got marksman, which is able to eliminates weapon sway when aiming. Vanguard specializes in increasing your damage resistance to 25%. You can only have one of these skills down here active at any given time. Engineer, which is probably a really nice one. You can actually salvage undamaged tick pods. Remember before where I said the robots can drop ticks? Well, you can actually pick that up and then deploy it, and the tick will work for you.
Oh.
Yeah, you can only get one though, and it takes up a slot.
Right.
Commando, really good if the enemy is unaware of your location. So, like I said, being quiet has its benefits. Survivor, once during getting knocked out, you can revive yourself without using an adrenaline shot, but it's a certain amount of time. It's not that easy. I haven't really used it. I've heard people say it's buggy. So here's your inventory. Like I said, here's the adrenaline shots. Stacks of ammunition of either 5.56 or the 7.62. They are up to 240. Shotgun shells are up to 60. SMG ammo is 240. 9mm ammo is 120. And the 32 caliber is only up to 200. Here's the rocket launcher, and you only have, for the rocket launcher, there's 4 different types of rounds for it. You got the high explosive, you've got the electromagnetic, which is a EMP thing, and you've also got the smoke one, which is able to hide you better. Remember before where I said the heavy comms? So this one right here, it's able to salvage from a destroyed machine, and it can be placed on the ground and used as a lure, drawing other machines to its location.
So how many hours of gameplay would you say the game has?
Realistically, story mode, not all that much. You could pretty easily do it. But side missions and just running around and having fun with a friend is, it's dominated to what you want. So what I said before, this is 2 of the rifles that I was talking about. You see how this one is 4 Auto Gramagavar 4. I don't know how to say it. And you got the 5 version. So the 5 shoots to 5.56, and this one shoots to 7.62. You've got the 2 shotguns, which is the semi-auto, so the Swedish semi-automatic shotgun, and you got the 12 gauge pump action. Knuckle, like I said, looks like a Glock 9mm. It's same traditional style. Here's a version of the grease gun. Here's the 50 cal, the 44 Magnus. So here's one of the modules that I talked about. So this one's a low light one in an infrared version, and based on pushing X, you could change the route of them. You can get these modules in a 1, 2, or all 3 modes. Finding one with all 3 modes, I have yet to find one, and I've been playing for 129 hours. I've yet to find one of those.
Cool. So yeah, this. I guess it's if you like sort of the feel of it, and as you say, you do things just beyond the story as well. I guess that's gives you more hours that you can put into it. I mean, I think that's a good game is one that if you follow the story, you have fun. But if you don't follow the story, you also have fun if you go sort of beyond the story to, I guess, build your own game experience in a way. I think those are the kind of games that I normally enjoy. Whether it's and I think that 7 Days to Die would benefit from having more of a story. I hope they don't make a too strong story that sort of has a beginning and end that sort of once you've done it you feel that okay fine, I'm just gonna quit because there's nothing else to do. But I don't think they will be doing that. I would imagine they'll have some kind of end game that you can whether it's go and kill the Duke or something, or whatever it is. Someone is shooting at me. Must be Satis. But still, once you've done that, if you want to continue just like we're doing now, it's less of an issue because the whole thing is going to be open for you. Satis, exactly. Are you sniping me?
So
No.
this where I'm playing in right now is actually the DLC. That I had to pay for to get this part, but it adds the apocalypse machines in when it comes, and that right there is a rival. That's actually an update, so that's available for free in the game. And what a rival is here's a hunter, and it'll have a unique name. This is an apocalypse class machine, so it will have the machine gun here, the blade weapon here, and it'll have some type of weapon up here. That's going to be special to it. And it takes experience. So the more machines that you destroy, the more higher these guys will level up. So they will level up so if you kill X amount of robots, one random machine in the area, the region, will be named the arrival. And then as you kill more machines, it will level up too to become stronger and harder to kill.
Is it that's the DLC in the game that you have to pay for?
That's a free one. The map that I'm on right now, this location, this map is the DLC, but that is available everywhere, and the map is huge. I mean, it's huge. So you start like right over here in the game, and you actually have to travel up through this.
So I saw some of this style, which is kind of interesting, obviously being from Sweden. So a lot of it really looks very Swedish by obvious reasons. But it's interesting to see because very few games normally are sort of Swedish based. It tends to be either it's you'll play in London, you'll play in Shanghai, you'll play in New York or stuff like that. So it's interesting to see sort of the architecture or just a general feel of how the layout are of the countryside or towns and stuff like that.
So I just teleported to one of the Swedish houses, and one of the best things that I like is it's actually in Sweden, but if you point at it, it's actually going to say down below it's all part of the game, but you can actually read it in Swedish, and you can actually play the whole game in Swedish.
Oh yeah. That's a nice feature. Not that most people would
go to audio and you can actually change the voice language from English to Swedish, and everything will come out Swedish. It's actually, I can't understand the damn words, but it's nice.
Authentic.
Nobody can.
Nobody can. So Lev, have you guys built more on your base beyond sort of taking over stuff, or are you just arranging things there? Are you expanding that building?
I'm living there.
But are you guys expanding it, or is it going to be a permanent base?
He moved in now.
He moved in and changed the locks. And put down his line claim block.
What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go and try to kill one of the rivals that I have, because I want the XP for it.
So do you have levels per? I mean, character levels, stuff like that. Is it that?
Oh
kind
yeah,
of...
it's part of skills. So the higher the level you get, the more skill points you get. You're able to dump into these things right here.
Right. Okay. Yeah, at least then there's the progression.
Yeah, and as you level up and get further up in the map, the opponents will get tougher, regardless of your level. It will get tougher. So either keep up with it or fall behind. It's your choice.
Right.
Well, you don't have 80,000 coins, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Why did I lose money?
Nah, I just found 2 called 6 solar cells.
Wow. No, here's, if you watch the stream, here's all my money. This is my money chest.
That's all bullet casings.
That's yeah, that's what I've been doing with my money. That was probably about I think about 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 8 times 9 times 2.
So state this, for how long I've been running. I started here. And I've been running for well over, what, 3 minutes now, and I'm only here. So you can imagine how big this map is.
It's a big map. Do you have vehicles?
It's a huge map.
Do you have vehicles?
Bicycle. A bicycle. It's the only thing you can use. But you can teleport. So here's one of those robots that I was telling you earlier. The runners are right there. There's one of them. There's another one. Before it detects me.
So is Dynamics out? You out? Are you building or are you clearing a POI, Dynamics?
I'm clearing a POI.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like oh, there's like these nice flat areas, but it looked like there might be a building as well, right?
I'm doing all the hard work here.
That drum that was on the top of it was
you
a
are.
weak spot, so that way if you shot that, it would actually blow up. But that is the harvester itself, and the different views is low light, infrared. You can see they glow like a glow stick. That dark spot that's on it is actually armor plating, so it will take longer to knock those off.
It's radiated.
I don't have the object penetrator one version on this.
So, question, people. I'm just a quick thing here. So I'm looking at. I'm thinking about a color scheme for my below ground here. Should I do blue or red, or something
Blue's a
entirely
nicer
different?
Colour.
Hmm.
Blue and red together looks good.
Blue and red together.
Yeah, they don't clash much.
I'm trying to. This used to be just like this stone area, so I thought, okay, I had to put up some walls at least, just to make it look a little bit better. And I started painting. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
So that's a pack of hunters. They always run in packs.
So how often do you die in the game when you play it?
Constantly.
Okay. So it's not extremely forgiving then.
And I'm about to die.
There you go.
That's generally how it works. This game is not easy. It's not for those who can't take a beating.
Yep. Good. I mean, I think games should have a challenge, and if there's not much of a challenge, then I think it really loses a lot of the I guess the attraction, unless it's a game where you can set up your own challenge, like obviously you can during sandbox games. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a challenge that you're going to die every time you step out the door, but you can make sort of set up your own things that you can do in the game. I mean, that's one thing I really like about games like 7 Days to Die or other survival games, because you can say, fine, this is my objective today if I'm going to build this kind of trap or this kind of setup. And then you sort of work towards that. But I think I'm going to start to wind down here. It's already 3 a.m. I think, so next week, I think we should, one thing I want to do, maybe not necessarily next week, but I want to start working on an outside sort of death arena or something that we could use for Blood Moon Hordes. Like in, not necessarily just an open area, but sort of an area that is not meant to be a kill zone. Oh, Dynamax died.
Yep.
But but sort of a kind of an area of fighting, not a pit, but a fighting area where we can take on, let's say a Blood Moon Horde, or we can even do PvP or something that would be fun. I mean, obviously having a really strong base is not really fun for having a Blood Moon Horde, because all you do is stand there and kill the zombies. There's really there's no running and gunning kind of thing. But have some kind of setup where running and gunning would be fun.
Well, we talked about one thing a while ago, like maybe one night turn on the PvP and
oh yeah, we
give
can do
people
that,
a specific amount of resources they can use.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on a new server, so everyone is equal both in level and everything. And then make an event where you have to build your own small defense, and then you can.
Hey, Tech!
You have to take out each other.
Actually, that's a good point. We could actually do something like an evening event where we could. I mean, we could even have sort of a starting equipment. Just so sort of people don't have to spend all hours trying to get just to get a club or something, and then have a small map. Because we can make a smaller map, right? And then sort of
yeah, that's what I'm saying, that we have a couple of places where people can decide what they want to build, then an admin teleports to them, drop a crate with the standard equipment everyone is getting.
Right.
And
that'd be interesting, actually. There. Yeah, we could actually even do that in teams. We could do solo, we could do teams. That might be interesting, because I think that 7 Days to Die is a game where if you do PvP, it has to be within a controlled, controlled environment, controlled group, where people are sort of following sort of an honor system with a certain amount of rules, with a certain objective. Because then you sort of know that people are not going to be griefing or cheating in or doing something. They're not going to be abusing certain mechanics in order to get ahead, because you're all trying to have fun on the same level playing field.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea. Have to see how we can get something like that set up. But I think that would be fun, especially now that we're getting more people on the server and everything. Because obviously, if you're 3 people, or 4 people, it's less fun than if you're 8 or 10.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's a good idea as well.
We can talk about it later as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's 2020 is a new year, so yeah, I think we should definitely explore some of these things as well. So thanks everyone. So next week, I'm not sure whether next week or the week after. I mean, one of these weeks I do want to put in the Dishong Tower as well, which is obviously the biggest skyscraper, and see what fun we can have clearing that as well, and run another event with setting up the difficulty of the zombies and everything, but not necessarily next week, but in the next few weeks. That would be fun as well, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's do that.
So let's see, it's now 3 a.m. here. Yep, I'm gonna have to call it a night. See, we have we got Musanix and Willfast. I think they're on doing their own thing as well. Lev moved over to you guys. Good. That he wasn't even paying rent.
Freedom.
So Troll Seeds Kittens is asking, any news on the good old weapon plus vehicle models for Alpha 18? So I know that Jake, he did release his weaponry. I haven't actually tried it out yet. I'm gonna have to play around with it some. The vehicle modelet, because last in Alpha 17 we had the Manox's vehicle modelet that was actually pretty cool. Someone said that someone had released an updated version of that one, not an official one, but an updated version that was cool as well. And then later on, they told me that they were using it and it corrupted their world, and they had to restart it. So that's always the downside with if you use something that is not necessarily officially released, because it might not really be sort of fully tested out. But yeah, I'll definitely play around with the weaponry at some point. Just haven't had a chance to. So, should we do a raid for someone? Anyone that you guys want to raid in Twitch? Those of you who are here, do you guys know of any streamer that is worthwhile to give a raid? So I'm gonna pull up my Twitch.
Let's see.
Preferably not a huge one. The smaller the better, because that's a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Rating someone who has hundreds of viewers is not really that interesting.
No,
any
none of
names?
my friends are online.
The only two streamers I have on my Twitch right now that are online is Bearded Guys Gaming and Dragoness, but they both have 100 or 150 viewers. So suggestions? Happy to take suggestions.
Yep. If it would help me set up on my stream, I'd gladly stream this.
Do you have OBS?
I need to reset it up again, but I could easily do that. I could easily just die.
You tried that again. Yeah, a lot of people are offline. A lot of people actually don't stream on the weekends. One of those things, a lot of people take the weekends off. I tend to stream on the weekends because that's the only time I really have time to play games. All right, let's do a raid of Bearded Guys Gaming this time. I think Junior, do set up your streaming and everything for next time. It'd be cool to watch you play the game as well. Let me do it.
Bearded Game.
Bearded Guys Gaming. I think I get that incorrectly. They used to play a lot of 7 Days to Die before, and then they went to do a lot of what's that sailing game? Sea of Thieves.
Raft?
And now, sorry,
Raft.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Raft. R-A-F-T.
Oh, Raft.
Sailing
No,
game.
it's Sea of Thieves. But then they've gone back to doing
Sea
more.
of Thieves. Oh, okay, whatever.
They've gone back to do more 7 Days to Die actually. Let's see if that will take. Nope. It did. Wait. Yes, okay. Alright, so let's go over to Bearded Guys Gaming then. And
I'm there.
people a chance.
So hard to. You almost have. Okay.
There they are. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch everyone again during the week on Discord, and of course next week as we stream again. Now let's go have a look at see what they're having on their side. Good night.
Night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.